Welcome to Recap UFC 290 full card predictions. It's me, Ranj, and we got a special host, MPTV, filling in for BC Dave tonight.
Good to be here.
Already we got somebody in here. Brandon B is saying the Jack Della Maddalena fight is off, and I did hear about that because the dude he was going to fight, what's his name?
Josiah Harrell.
Yes, he has like a brain I read something. I read like maybe a tweet or something. He's got like he's got to get brain surgery or some shit. He's got like something is not snap. I forget exactly the term, but I read something going on with his brain stem and something's not clicking there. Which is nuts. That's crazy. Yeah. But anyway, we are gonna. I didn't watch the weigh-ins yet, but we're gonna watch them together. And I think the order did change, so we're just gonna go with the order of the weigh-ins. And I think the first fight is the Esteban Ribovics and Kamwela Kirk. So you're gonna see this just as I do. I didn't get a chance to pre-watch this or anything. So let me share a screen. Okay, we got that up there. And, Dave usually does this stuff, so forgive me if I'm a little, not as smooth as Dave is with this. Dave's took his kid to see Snoop Dogg. That's good. Yeah. That's good for him.
Yeah.
He asked me, he's like, you think 17 is too young to smoke weed? I'm like, not with your dad. With your dad, that's fine. It's better to do it with you, Dave, than his street friends. Better to do it with you than that. So anyway, let's get into this. Yeah, I think this is the beginning. I'm going to kick it back just a little so you can see him walk out. There's a badass Joe Rogan, and I think he's announcing, what's his name? Esteban Ribovics.
Okay.
I do believe. I hope. Who knows?
No hard girl today.
But the girl giving directions right there. Is that Esteban Ribovics? I hope so. It looks like
yes. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
By the way, I did watch the weigh-ins, the regular weigh-ins, the official weigh-ins.
Oh, good. Did anybody miss weight?
The spy. What's his name? The big, tall guy, lanky guy.
Is he?
He's fighting Dan Hooker. He's fighting Dan Hooker.
Dan Hooker, the Hangman.
No. He's fighting Dan Hooker.
Oh,
yeah, he missed weight.
Jalen Turner,
he missed weight.
Okay. Is he still fighting? Just got to pay.
Yeah, fights. As far as I know, his fight's still on. He missed by 2 pounds.
Okay. And this dude is the Kamwela Kirk. Yeah. Okay. Once they get into the face-off position is when I'm going to pause it and stop. Kamwela Kirk, he's got the sleeve going into the chest tattoo. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
It's nice.
But anyway, as a fighter, Esteban Ribovics, let me pull up Tapology. I'm unprepared, guys. I apologize. But Esteban Ribovics is the favorite here. Kamwela Kirk comes in. Just bear with me. I apologize. It was my wife's birthday. I had to take her out to dinner tonight, So that's why I'm a little slow on the start here. And usually Dave's all about this, but forget this is MPTV's first time ever on a stream, so that's that. Okay. And this is the order we're going by. Kamwela Kirk, 11-5. He's coming off a loss to Damon Jackson by submission arm triangle. Before that, he has wins against Makwan Americani, not in the UFC anymore. Daniel Swain, that was in LFA. And another LFA guy named Guilherme Santos. And before that, he lost to Bruno Souza in the LFA. Now, El Gringo, Esteban Ribovics from Argentina, he is coming off a loss to Loic Radzhabov. I remember watching that fight. That was his UFC debut. Before that, he was a Contender Series where he took care of a guy named Thomas Paul. And prior to that, he was in a regional scene beating pretty much last 5 no names I know anyway. But Ribovics is a slight favorite here out of Argentina. He does have 2 year. He's 27, where Kamala Kirk is 29. I thought he's a little older for the Joe Wyan. That's cringy, but yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't deep research these guys. I'm just going by what the other cappers have been saying. But Ribovics has, I guess, good forward pressure. He keeps coming. He doesn't back down. Kamala Kirk does have the I guess the power in his striking, but the more technical boxer or striker is Ribovics, from what I heard, and that's the way I'm gonna go. Out of the cappers I saw, I didn't see any of them picking Kamala Kirk. They're all leaning on Ribovics. So that's I'm a capper comparison. That's when in doubt, that's how I go with. And he's only got one loss. I'm gonna check that out and see who that loss is to. Oh, that's most recently that Louis Gradzabov. And that fight was a unanimous decision. And I guess I want to say he didn't. He actually won one of the rounds. I guess I don't recall it that well, but I'm going to go with the favorite here in Ribovics. MPTV, what are you thinking about this?
Oh man, because this card's so damn chalky. I was really hoping that we actually agreed on this fight here, just so we could have something for the capper comparison pick parlay. Because even in our Tapology group, I went with Kamala Kirk. Ribovics is like really impressive. He didn't look the worst, in my opinion, at the weigh-ins today. He had that like sleepy, tired face at the official weigh-ins. And Kamala Kirk looked amazing. He had his gel in his hair and looking sharp. But the Ribovics, he has those. He's not a one-trick pony. He's well-rounded, but he has these go-tos, and it's like I don't know what he's gonna do next if they can't get that go-to. Like he couldn't work his Kimura for a finish like he was doing to the regional scene guys, like he was with Loic, and he kind of believe he used it to get up. But I want to say he got taken down like several times in that fight. And when he's on the bottom, he uses it to get up, and it's like he couldn't use that to get up anymore, and that was like his go-to.
I heard that too. That the Kimura is his go-to submission.
Yeah. And then when I was watching the tape study, he kind of has that like Hassan, the Prince, the boxer Hassan. I remember he had this jump. He has this jumping. His forward hand. He uses like a jumping uppercut, and that's stuff that works on the regional scene that I don't know necessarily will work with someone like Kamala Kirk, who's a little bit more seasoned than just your regional scene fighter. He's not like the most. He's not like a veteran or anything like that. But what I'm hesitant to pick Kamala Kirk because I heard he was supposed to fight Ribovics and it got canceled, or he was supposed to fight somebody, got canceled because he had a lower back problem. He had to be out for 6 months to get a surgery on his lower back. But he's 29 years old. He had a full camp, and I'm just gonna roll with who I thinks would just be better. If you ask me, I'm gonna go with Kamala Kirk on this one.
Yeah, I picked him. Who was he? Ribovics is coming in replacement, I do believe, for somebody. I don't have it here on my Tapology printout, but
let's see. If I go to Kamala Kirk, he had a canceled bout. He was supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight Ribovics in March.
Oh, okay.
In March, and that wasn't even that long ago.
I heard that he was willing to fight Bo Nickel, but UFC said no, or not Bo Nickel. It was somebody that's on this card that's a beast, and UFC. Maybe it was.
Let's see. Well, he is a lightweight. So
yeah, I heard something like he was willing to fight somebody that it was one of these heavy favorites, but the UFC actually said no, you're not doing it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It was just rumor anyway. So you're on the side of Kamala Kirk, and I'm taking Ribovics.
Dang, I really watched. I thought you were going to go for the plus money there.
No, Ribovics only got one loss, and that was his UFC debut. Kamala Kirk's lost 5 times. Let me look at his Tapology quick. Kamala Kirk, the Joanne. I don't like his nickname either. Okay, he lost to Damien Jackson, Bruno Souza, Billy Quarantillo, and then before that, 2016, he's got some regional scene losses. That
he got Kevin Kroom. He beat Kevin Kroom.
He did, and He beat
Makwan Americani.
But aside from that, none of these other guys have a name, you know. But I'm gonna go with the prospect.
Okay.
Is he? See, he's fighting out of Arizona, but his name is the Jawaian. I don't get it.
I like how he fights. He reminds me of Conor McGregor, just the way his stature in the ring. I don't know if you paid too much attention, but that's kind of like maybe want to. Yeah, he has solid striking. So we'll see. Do you have a bet on this one?
I do not.
Okay.
I've bet like 4 of these fights, but I will do a stupid parlay. I'll do like the round robin parlay after. I'm going to pick the 5 most. What I do is I pick the 5 fights I'm most confident with that aren't crazy wide odds, but this card has a ton of crazy wide odds. So I take them and then I throw them into like a combo parlay. There's one. It's called the Canadian. It's got 26 combinations. And that's the one I like to do. But anyway, moving up the card, I don't even know who it is, but we're going to just share a screen and play, and we're going to try to figure it out.
Okay.
Look at check Tapology.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's awesome. Okay, next is Jesus Aguilar and Shannon Ross. So that is Jesus Aguilar. I'll tell you right now. Shannon Ross looks like a goober, actually, if you ask me. Jesus looking Aguilar. Good. Yeah, not bad. Where is he at? He's Mexican, right? Yeah, I heard a lot of cappers said do a full Mexican parlay, except for the guy that's going against
Edgar Chavez. Except for Edgar Chavez.
Aside from him, you can do a full Mexican parlay with Moreno and Rodriguez if you want, right? He's Mexican. Yeah, you can do.
He's Yasmin.
There's Shannon Ross. He's Australian.
Gosh. This fight here too is kind of like
nice bows. Then you got the closed arm, respectful, I guess. Shannon Ross does look like he has a little bit of height. I'm gonna pull up Tapology and check this crap out. Shannon Ross 13-7, coming off 2 losses. He got knocked out by Vinicius Salvador, and he got knocked out by Cledson Rodriguez. Before that, he had a win in UAE. That's the regional scene in Australia, against a 6-3 fighter. And prior to that, he took a loss to a Steve Erceg. I remember that guy. That's also Eternal. That's Australia. And
he's good though.
Yeah, he is. Steve Erceg is good. I think he's at UFC now.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Aguilar, Jesus, whatever, out of Mexico. He's coming off a loss to Tatsuo Taira. That's understandable. Before that, he was Contender Series, and then he was Combate, which is the Mexican regional scene, knocking out a whole bunch of 6-1, 6-2 mediocre guys out down there in Mexico. So let's see, tail of the tape. This is Jesus is 27. Shannon Ross 34 for the Turkish Delight. Shannon Ross does have the height and reach. He's got 2 inches of height, 4 inches of reach. Man, these guys. Jesus Aguilar is, I think his base is like striking, but he does have some grappling ability. Let's see his wins.
Well, I see he had like 5 guillotines.
Yeah, that's right. He pulls out the guillotine. I did hear that. He's got a ton of guillotine submissions, and Shannon Ross, I think he's weak on the ground. Let's see. He got knocked out, decision, submitted by Steve Erceg, and he won a TKO. The odds are, minus 140 for Jesus, according to Tapology. Let's see, Bet Online is minus 144 for Aguilar and plus 124 for Shannon Ross. This is another one that it's kind of coin flippy for me because but Shannon Ross seems like he's on the decline. back-to-back knockout losses. Jesus Aguilar's got that one loss most recently, but that was against Tatsuya Taira, who's a beast, as you can tell from his line on this card. So I'm going to go, once again, the safe bet would be the favorite. It's flyweight, too, so I think he might be able to do it within distance against Shannon Ross, the Turkish delight.
So
what do you think?
I'm right there with you. I'm going to to me, this isn't like a confident pick at all. I'm going to pick Jesus Aguilar by some kind of submission. But there were some fights where, because I tried to do some tape studies. Shannon Ross, I watched like 3 fights, and he looks like a different person in every fight. And sometimes he looks like really good. And I saw a fight with Jesus Aguilar, and I don't know if you're on his typology. I think he fought a guy. Let me see here if it was him or not. But I want to say he fought a guy. I watched his fight, and I wasn't impressed, basically. But like you said, it's probably a coin flip. I guess you could say Jesus seems like the bigger finisher. We can go with that.
Yeah.
But he beat Edgar Sarchez, who's on the card also. So I'll just go ahead and go with Jesus Aguilar for this one. Not excited about it, but that's my pick.
Okay, so people coming late onto the stream, they're like, "Who's this guy?" This is MPTV. Dave went to Snoop Dogg concert tonight, so MPTV is filling in. You guys if you guys are regulars to the show, he's always been in the chat. He's a West Coast California guy, but he's been doing his research and he seems to know what he's talking about. So
it's Illinois Bigfoot. What's up, Illinois Bigfoot?
Huh?
Hey, how you doing? I know you.
Yeah. Nick Alexander. No way you are wins. Okay, we're not there yet, Nick. Keep that. Where's Dave? He's Snoop Dogg, baby. He's smoking a joint with his kid.
Yeah.
You're double G. There you are. There I am. Recap. Yep. Dwarf Man KOs him. I agree. Jesus Aguilar.
There we go, chat. Yeah, I need some confidence.
Being Tyra than Yara being Vote. That's that's a hot take because we're going to get there, and I found some stuff out about this Cherez that a lot of people don't know. But when we get there, we'll discuss it. Holland is offered to fight Jack Della Maddalena. That would be an interesting fight. He needs to fight somebody with a good name. That would be very dope. I don't like that there's a lot of these wide lines on a UFC card. They're like Bellator lines. You know what I mean?
That would be cool, but he missed the weigh-in already. I mean, it's not possible.
Aguilar round 1. Yeah, I know. I think I'm going to fade Shannon Ross. I don't know about round 1, but I think Jesus Aguilar inside the distance would be my pick. Okay. MPT Moth debut. I don't know what's going on. What's your name, bro? MPTV, Illinois. Keep up, buddy. Keep up. All right.
Hey, Ranch. Yeah. I did start a little channel. I started a channel, and because I was gonna stay home with my daughter who was just born, and I didn't realize. Oh well, I would love you guys to subscribe. I am eventually gonna get there. It's just the MPTV. Put that in the search bar. You're gonna find me. And I want to go ahead and do some breakdowns and predictions in the future. But I didn't realize having a newborn, it took a lot of work. So
it sure the hell does.
I don't know what I was thinking. I was cocky with that. Yeah. So
all right. Seems like it's finishing exhibition card for the International Fight Week. Yeah, I agree. Australia, Mexico. But Shannon Ross, I'm not too impressed by him. That's why I'm fading him, going with Jesus Aguilar. We're in agreement there. Moving up the card, we got next is, let me see, Tapology. We're at Cameron Saman, Terrence Mitchell. All right. Now, Cameron Saman and Terrence Mitchell, I know, is from the Alaskan regional scene, so don't let his record define him, because the Alaskan regional scene is known as the easiest regional scene to give victories, because these guys are like lumberjacks from northern Canada that'll fight for $200 and free beer. That's legit too.
Yeah.
That who's the best people out of Alaska? Carlton Minus. Oh, he is. Jared Cannonier is. But what he had to go to Arizona to become good though. And then Beverly Hills Ninja, that Jordan Wright, he's a Alaska regional guy. There's just they don't produce a lot of good
getting beat up a lot.
And but this Cameron Saman, he looks like a young boy, doesn't he? He looks like he's like 15-year-old high school.
He looks like a Boy Scout. Like I watched his IG and I couldn't. I'm behind him though. That's my pick. If
he looks very wholesome, but diabolically wholesome, like too wholesome, like something's up with him. But here's another one. It's just I don't really know enough about these guys.
Well, Terrence Mitchell was on he was on the old Tough. He was on the old Ultimate Fighter. He fought Kai Kara France on the Ultimate Fighter.
He lost, didn't he?
Yeah, he whipped Kai Kara France. Kind of whipped him up. So it's like, what do you get from that?
Cameron Saman from South Africa, huge favorite, -550. That's not correct. His nickname is MSP. I have no idea what that stands for. He's from, he's 22 years old. Terrence Mitchell, 33. 33. You got to keep that in mind. That's 11-year age difference. There's no reach listed for Terrence Mitchell on Tapology. He does have 2 inches of height. His gym is called the Garage Crew. Let's open that thing up. That should be fun. Out of Anchorage, Alaska. Oh, Carlton Minus is there. Clutch. Carlton Minus, 13-4 and 1 no contest. Yeah, Carlton Minus. Awesome. Aside from that, I've never heard of any of these other people, and I think they're all like loggers and, like backwoods Canadian, North Canadian and Alaskan, hardworking guys that will fight for $200 and free beer.
I don't. This is I don't have like. This is me pulling some information from last card he was on, and I'm kind of like, so I didn't. But I heard he's been training like taekwondo or karate and jiu-jitsu since he was a kid. Like he's one of those.
Terrence Mitchell?
No, Cameron Saman.
Oh, okay.
And I heard like he competed in grappling tournaments like a lot.
With who? JP Bays? Gosh,
let's see.
JP Bays is South African wrestling champ, Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
So and I like to trash JP Bays, but it's just fun. Okay. I've got to check something out. These odds are ridiculous though. I know this Alaskan guy is not proven or anything, but how can Cameron Saman be -500? That makes no sense to me.
Dana White called
-600. It's gone up. That means money's been pouring in on him. Terrence Mitchell's a +425. Ridiculous. There's no room to bet on here for that. But guess who's African and who's Alaskan? That's so funny too. The hidden racism's awesome.
Dude. Hey, you know what's funny is I can't get Dave busting your balls about being racist, and here you go.
It's just funny. It's society's crap.
That's funny.
Okay. Oh, JP Bays has a fight coming up. Oh, I can't. I'm rooting for him. I don't know who he's fighting, but I'm rooting for him. But I'm not going to spend $1 on him though, because lesson learned there.
The boy gets whipped.
Yeah, I think Cheyenne was kicking his ass. That's why she's like. All right,
so she left for the other guy, Roman, I think.
Yeah, Roman Delete. I think she's pregnant by him too. I heard.
Oh hell no, that's even worse.
That is horrible. That's why JP Bays over the Extreme Couture shadow boxing in the corner, crying, boxing his tears away. Anyway, no, I'm like playing too. He was training with somebody just like that was on an event. I want to say 2 weeks ago. I forgot who it was though. But anyway, yeah, the younger guy should win. There's 11-year age gap, and Cameron is 22. This other guy, 33, making his UFC debut. It's cringy. And he looks
honestly, like Cameron's looks his technique's a little tighter. Not to say he can't get caught, because Terrence looks like a strong guy. But if you ask me who's cleaner, I gotta go with Cameron, and I think that's probably what everybody thinks. It's probably what the line is.
Just for fun, I'm gonna pull up Terrence Mitchell's opponents. He had the exhibition, the Ultimate Fighter against Kai Kara-France. But aside from that, let's see, 4-1 Alaska Combat guy, 4-2 Alaska Combat, 4-0 Alaska Combat. These guys are a 3-3 Justin Cook Alaska FC, 1-2, 0-2. Look at these guys are all just
he's a can crusher.
Yeah, they don't get out of Alaska. They all fight each other. You know what I mean? That's how they got their 4-0, because he fought 4 people from Alaska. That's how he got that. So that's what I'm saying. And Terrence Mitchell, and he just happened to beat 15 of those guys. You know, he's got a second loss too. Oh, the exhibition loss to Kai Kara-France isn't even one of his losses. He lost to a guy that's 3-0, and he lost to Jesse Cruz that's 4-1. So that was a long time ago, 2010 though. So who knows? This is a fight, so anything can happen. But I'm gonna stick. I'm not betting this at all, but I'm gonna stick with Cameron Saman for. Is it Saman? I don't even know how to say that. Yeah. Is it a whole bunch of guys in a submarine? Seaman? Nope. Cameron Simon. Saaiman. How do you say that? Simon. Yeah. JP Buys versus Marcus McGee. Buys will get Cade 4 times, then put to sleep. Yeah, I guess take that Marcus McGee on DraftKings.
Wait, he's fighting. I thought, dude, that's crazy. He's fighting in the UFC. I just imagined when you said JP Buys fighting, he's fighting in like PFL or something even smaller than that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought he'd probably be back to the South African regional scene. But no, he stayed here after he moved here with the whole Cheyenne thing. He just stayed at Extreme Couture. He's been there every day since. Every day, heartbroken, shadow box in the corner. Okay, so up the card. Let me get Tapology. What's next? Oh, you're taking Cameron Saman, I'm assuming, right?
Oh yeah, I'm taking Cameron Saman. Sorry, yeah, I'm still, dude. I can't believe that Marcus McGee is gonna wipe the floor with that boy. Seriously.
Okay, this one's interesting. We got Vitor Petrino taking on Marcin Prachnio. Interesting here. Petrino, the Brazilian, 8-0, has not seen a loss yet, and Prachnio, a veteran to the UFC. He's been, he beat William Knight, not a great victory, because William Knight's proved that he's not great. Philip Lynn's got a unanimous decision over him. Before that, he beat Ike Villanueva. Khalil Roundtree, that's shocker. I guess I heard that Khalil went to that fight with 0 cardio, though, was unprepared, and that's why he got the decision over that.
Honestly, I think that's a great matchup for Prachnio.
He's looking like a beast, though. That's Prachnio right there, yeah.
Got big old traps, yep.
Yeah. And before that, he lost to Slow Mike Rodriguez. That's his nickname, Slow. Crazy. By TKO. TKO.
Uh-huh.
So that's Prachnio. This other Vitor Petrino, making his second fight in the UFC, came off a win over Anton Turkalj. Isn't that the glamour boy or something? Like he's like pretty boy or something stupid like that. That Anton Turkalj, whatever. He had like a nickname. Before that, he was Contender Series and UAE, which is UAE. I thought that was a European thing. I guess not, because he's from Brazil. Futures Brazil and AFT. I think that's also Brazilian scene. Looking ripped though.
Let me see.
Let's see the face offs though. I bet you Prachnio's got it. Oh, they size up very well. Size up very well. But actually, Petrino's got a little bit of edge, I think.
A little taller.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. In there,
longer arms.
Oh, they're still talking about JP Bays. Awesome. I love JP Bays. I'm gonna get a shirt. New Jersey cargo ship is still on fire. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Bigfoot. That's that conspiracy stuff. I don't know. Petrino kills this guy. I believe so. Pragnio reminds me of like remember that dude that embellished his record? He's like out of the Ukraine or something and lied about like.
Yes. Yeah,
that's
I know
what
you're talking about.
Reminds me of. He's not. I don't know how he beat Khalil. Well, Khalil Rountree went into that with zero cardio.
Yeah.
Okay. Never count out my Polish brothers. My Poland brother is Polish. Okay. Pleasure Man. That's Anton Turkalj. That was his name. Pleasure Man. Yeah, I'm glad he lost. Pleasure Man. That chin looks hittable. With the beards, yeah. Man, the thing is, he's got the experience edge. He's been in the UFC. He's got more time in the UFC cage. Petrino will knock him out round 2. Plus 650. Ooh, that's a nice take there. What is the odds right now on? Okay, Petrino minus 250 money line. Pragnio's plus 210. That's according to Bet Online. I'm looking right at it.
Nice.
Man, I have to go with Petrino as well, though. I think he will finish Pragnio. It's not like I'm picking Petrino, but I'm fading Pragnio. Marcin Pragnio. I don't think he's more of like a PFL level or maybe Bellator, but he's not UFC level. He's just
so you're going with Pragnio because
I'm going with Petrino. I'm going with the undefeated fighter because I was saying Marcin Pragnio. I think he's a lesser level of fighter than the UFC. Like I think he would do well, maybe LFA, PFL, maybe even Bellator, but he's not UFC. He's just not that caliber. He's more of the minor leagues. You know what I mean? He's not.
Well,
in my opinion, I know he beat Roundtree, but like there's excuse. Roundtree was gassed going into rounds 2 and 3.
Maybe somebody in the chat
if he was good, he should have knocked him out.
Maybe someone in the chat wants to speak to this, but I watched one fight. Vitor, he fought a guy named Ewerton, 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 and that was the guy's first or second fight, and this was only 4 years ago. So it was in 2019. I watched the entire fight. I think that Ewerton guy won. I don't even understand how Vitor got the decision there. And
let me check out his tap. Keep talking. I'm going to look at his tapology, find out this guy.
And so I looked at that.
Oh, this is 2019. This is like his second fight as a pro.
Yeah, and I think that he got robbed. I think the other guy got robbed. I think it was close.
Workton was 0-0-0.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying.
Petrino was 1-0. Max fight. This is
like
super low-level Brazilian regional scene. This is like somebody's backyard, I think.
Yeah.
Not really, but
so I wouldn't put money on him, and I don't think he belongs in my parlay. But Pragnio, because he's a lot more experienced than that guy, and that he didn't finish that guy. And everyone's just looking at this Petrino guy. I feel like even like on the cappers and stuff, they're looking at him like he's a monster, like he's going to kill Pragnio. I don't know. But the thing is, Pragnio has been knocked out 4 times. I think like a few times and recently. And, that's never good.
Look at this guy beat TKO'd Gadzimir Antigulov. That's a 20-8 fighter who I think has UFC experience, and he knocked him out in round 2. That was in UAE Warriors.
Okay,
so that's probably his best win on his record here.
Yeah,
but that's like the only name that.
And I think he took down Turkali a bunch of times. I think I saw that in the UFC stats.
Pleasure Man, though, he's not. Has he even won in the UFC? Pleasure Man? No, I don't think so. No, he's 0-2 in the. Well, Jalton Almeida. Shit, that's of course going to lose to that guy. But Pleasure Man's beaten nobody with a name ever. I'm gonna go with Petrino because he's got the more well-rounded skill set. Pragnio, he's a karate guy, like all the way. Yeah,
he does karate. I've seen that on his IG.
And the Polish karate is not up to par, up to snuff. I don't think. Polish and Poland. I don't know. Illinois Bigfoot would probably argue with me about that. Polish karate's up there. It's best.
That's
But
funny.
no, I think the best Polish fighters have a base of wrestling, because that would be the, like Marcin Tybura. He's Polish. Who else is a Polish fighter? Isn't it? No, that's Moldova for Kutalava. I don't know, but
Well,
I think
Jan?
like the decent Polish fighters have a
Jan?
base of wrestling, not karate. He's not Wonder Boy Prochnow.
No, he's powerful, but I honestly think that like I can't picture Prochnow going out there and taking Petrino down. I don't think he could do it.
Petrino's going to treat him like a prison bitch. He looks like he's going to do it too. I'll see you in the yard, boy. Yep.
But it's something about getting knocked out 4 times. That means his defense isn't really great. So he can't take him down. His defense isn't great, but he might have a chance at striking. So I got to go with Petrino. There's just I can see Petrino holding him up against the fence, winning control time. Especially the longer the fight goes on.
Is Matus Gamrot Polish?
I thought it was he probably is. What? Joanna Jędrzejczyk?
Yeah, she's out. She retired. And that's females. The females don't count.
Oh.
So is what's her name? Ariana Lipski's half. Isn't she like half Polish? Lipski?
Yeah.
She's like Polish Brazilian. That's why she's kind of good but kind of sucks. I'm just messing with you, Bigfoot. I like Polish fighters. Okay, Petrino is going to beat Marcin so badly the UFC might catch a lawsuit. Oh, look at the face-off too. It looks like he's going to. He wants to punch him right now. He's going to double up.
See, Marcin already has his chin too high.
That's his defense too. How in the ring too. No. That's how he comes at you.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Oh, it's dead stare though. Dead intense stare. Oh, it's still staring. Won't stop. Won't break that gaze.
That's money on the under right there.
Oh, that was awesome. So yeah, we're both on the Petrino side. Let me check the stats.
It's like minus 280 something probably.
Let's see. Marcin Prochnow plus 210. Petrino minus 250.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 250.
A little chalky.
I mean, that's parlayable though. Minus 250.
Yeah. You got to work with this card. You don't got much options.
You definitely got to find your spots on here. But I'm pretty confident Petrino should be able to handle Marcin Prochnow.
Same here.
So I think he'll win 8 out of 10 times if they fought 10 times. So moving up the card, who's next? Look, I got Mr. Pleasure Man up here. Okay. Next up the card, we have
Tatsuro.
Edgar Sherez Tatsuo Taira. This is a ridiculous line because let me tell you about the Mexican Edgar Sherez. This guy, let me open his Tapology. The Pitbull, training out of Entram Gym. That's Brandon Moreno's former gym in Mexico. This guy had a fight where this last fight, Gianni Vasquez, I guess he broke an armbar. He broke his arm in like 3 places in that fight. And with that armbar, broke the shit in 3 places. That was a Fury FC, and that was for a belt. He was the champion over there. And he won a belt. He was the main event. He won a belt breaking.
He won that night?
What's that?
He won that night.
Yeah, and I think he won like a Fury FC champion belt, I think. So
was that in the 4th round?
What's that?
That was in the 4th round, something like that, or no?
Round 4.
I seen that fight.
Did you? I didn't know. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it.
Because dude, he kept he had it, and I thought, dude, I was like, does this guy suck at jiu-jitsu and can't make him tap? That's what I thought, because it was taking forever because he just kept bending it, and then he won. I thought he sucked at jiu-jitsu, but I didn't know he was breaking it. Wow.
Bigfoot said Marcin's never KO'd. He's been TKO'd 4 times. Because I'm biased. Bias doesn't give you a chance to lie, Bigfoot. You be biased, but you can't. Facts is facts.
Yeah, it's fake
facts
news.
Is facts. Stop being that guy from the Ukraine that pads records. Okay. So Tatsuo Taira does have, he's super young. He's like 22, I think. He does have that great backpack ability. As soon as he gets on your back, there's no getting him off there, as he showed. And he is special. But this dude, he's not going to be, he shouldn't be, the line is ridiculous. And this dude, I might even throw a scratch off, like just a crazy, underdog. That's not him. That's Lonzo Menefield.
Oh, that's the next one. That was just one fight. You went one fight up too many.
Oh, did I skip something? They might
unless they change it. Actually, because I was waiting. I usually watch this before your show, but today I wanted to be new to me, so I didn't get a chance. I kept myself from doing.
Lonzo Menefield. Yeah, you're right. That's the next. We'll talk about that now, though. I guess we'll come back to the Tatsuo and Edgar. Okay, Jimmy the Brute Crew. This one I did. If you guys watch my cap comparison show, I did do a cap comparison with this fight because this is the rematch. They had the draw, and Jimmy the Brute Crew, he did have dominant position with the wrestling. However, Lonzo Menefield knocked him down twice, first round and the second round. Now, one of those rounds, I remember it was toward the end, and if he had a little bit more time, I think he would have got the victory. But what happened round 3, Jimmy Crute won that round, and he also, Menefield got a point taken away for grabbing the fence to prevent a takedown. So Jimmy the Brute Crute, and you got to think that was UFC 284 in Australia. So Jimmy Crute was in his home country.
I thought about that. Australia. Yeah.
Now we're in Alonzo Menefield's backyard, Vegas.
Yeah.
Menefield, he's training out of Sakeson Janjera, which is in I think Dallas, Texas, because he also has Fortis listed on Tapology. You can see Crute does have a slight height advantage. I think 2 inches. I did take notes and stuff on this one. So Lonzo Menefield, his last fight against Jimmy Crute, Pat Barry was in his corner for some reason, which is just odd. Pat Barry,
Jimmy Crute, she let him go.
On Instagram, he's been training with like Ben Sassoli, who is like a UFC has-been heavyweight from Australia. This one championship guy named Duke Didier, and a coach, Gene Kopoffs, I don't know. But nobody really have a big name except for Ben Sassoli, if you know that name. But before the Alonzo Menefield draw, he got knocked out in 48 seconds by Jamal Hill in round 1. Not good. Before that, he had that leg injury from Anthony Smith round 1 and doctor stoppage because he and the thing was, I give a hand to Jimmy Crute. He wanted to continue, but he can't fight with one leg. The doctor said no. And prior to that, he did knock out Modestus Bukauskas, and he had a Kimura against Polish fighter Michael Olszewski. There's another Polish fighter for you, Bigfoot. Yeah, he's decent too, Michael Olszewski. I'll give you that. That's a good one. But Lonzo Menefield, you look at his last 5, got the draw. Then before that, Misha Serkinov took care of him. Hooks, round 1. Misha Serkinov has a wrestling base, just like Jimmy Crute. Askar Mozarov, that might be the guy from the Ukraine with the stupid padded record. I think that might be him, right? The liar, the one that UFC or somebody, Sheerdog, somebody looked into his record. Like half these fights aren't even real. That might be him. I can't remember. And before that, he took a loss to William Knight. But you know what? That was a robbery because I bet Menefield, and Menefield had cage control that whole fight. It was a horrible fight. Both of them were shitty. But William Knight should have not got that decision, but he did. And before that, Menefield beat Ed Herman, who is also a good grappler wrestler. Menefield will have a 2-inch reach advantage, but is lacking in the height, as you can see there. But thing is, I think he should have won the last fight if he didn't grab the cage. He dropped Jimmy Crute 2 times, and I think this time, being in the USA, I think he's going to seal the deal. I think And he's plus money right now. I think he's like plus 109 or something. So I'm going with the plus money. I'm taking the underdog, Alonzo Menifield, but there are a lot of cappers that are going Jimmy Crute's way, and so are the bookies because he's the favorite here. So what are you thinking?
This is why I watch your show, Ranch, because it's fights like this where I rely on you guys for consultation and direction, because I know it's a rematch, and rematches are funny because what if Jimmy Crute was the one that had the opportunity to make the more correct? Because I don't think Alonzo Menifield goes out there and he slugs. I don't think he's gonna come out and do anything different. So that's why I got stuck. But there's a lot of control time last fight between these two. It was Jimmy Crute, he controlled him for like 7 minutes. 7 minutes and took him down like 6 times.
Yeah, I did hear that. But you know what? I was thinking that play too. But you know what? Like the bookies have this 2.5 rounds. Let me check recently.
Menifield knocked him down twice.
2.5 is plus 215. So under 2.5 minus 275. So the bookies think this is going to finish.
Yeah.
And wrestlers don't finish. They win decisions with control time. Strikers with knockout power, they finish. So
they're going to be sweating that first round, because if that first round gets out, then they're most likely going to hit the over and they get plus money. That's a good plus money bet, I think, Ranch. I think you should sprinkle something on that one. But it's up to you.
I already got Menifield as one of my. He's definitely in the 5-fight combo.
Yeah.
Jimmy is the better kickboxer. No, Alan, that's the Ukraine guy. Yeah, that's the guy. The one with the, what's his name? Askar Mazarov. Yeah, he's the one that was lying about his record, and he sucks anyway. You will regret picking Alonzo. I don't know. Tell him, Bigfoot. Did you ever get that girl's name from the cash register or the bagger? Probably not. So don't say nothing until you get that name. Anyway, I'm just playing with you, Bigfoot. But I'm on Alonzo Menifield. What are you picking? You're going that way, or are you taking the wrestler?
I gotta go with Alonzo Menifield because I think he's a better in the pocket.
And let's see, his latest odds are Menifield plus 120, plus money. And it's nice plus money. Minus 140 if you're going the Crute side. And I'm not going to hate on picking Jimmy Crute because he could totally get this. The face-offs, he's the bigger guy, and he seems he is younger too, right? So his cardio proved last time he won round 3. Was he 27? Menifield's 35. The cardio is on the side of Crute. Man, it's a tough one, but I have to go with. I like the knockout power, and he did knock him down twice, and one of them was at the end of the round. If he was had a little bit more time, I think would have. Plus, the cage grab took a point from him, So there's that.
Yeah,
too.
He had that he would have won the decision if that hadn't happened.
Right. Okay, Menifield TKO round 1 or 2. Yep, I think so as well. Checker age, yes, definitely do that. He's trying to avoid that. I don't know why. I think I think in his head he knows she might. I don't know. She's a grocery bagger at the supermarket, dude. Just saying.
She's pretty. That's be the. You gotta.
I'm sure she's pretty too. Most 15, 16-year-old girls are. Okay. Yeah. I kid. I joke. I just joke.
Oh, well. I was like, got a little R. Kelly.
Brute, the dumbass brute. No, so chat is split. A lot of people taking Menifield. Some people.
That's.
Oh, he's going to see her tomorrow. Write her a love letter, but this won't be short. I don't know. Writing the love letter that might scare the 2023 girls off. That might have worked back in before you were born. But handwritten letters. I don't know. Maybe she's romantic like that. Who knows?
Take her
lesson. Alonzo hits like a truck. He will get the fight down and fish for a sub. Jimmy by sub round 1 or 2 plus 460.
Yeah, that's also. I just go with Menifield because the reason I went with Menifield because I looked at the stats and he just had better stats. But the thing is, he's knocked him down 2 times, and I don't know, man. He kind of he doesn't get a chance to get off, so he's gonna have like not that many chances. But I mean, he did knock him down twice, so that he could knock him down probably once this fight, and we'll see if that one time he can finish him. He's a better striker though too. He's a better boxer, I think. So if he can win round 1 and 2 again, then he can kind of gas out on the third round. But
And
he'll
you
be
know
ahead
what?
of.
His takedown defense, Alonzo Menafield, it's not that horrible. I mean, he's got that strong tree trunk, widespread sprawl type defense. It's tough, I think. But you said Jimmy Crute took him down, what, 6 times last fight?
Yeah, 6 times. Controlled him for like over 7 minutes.
Nick Alexander, do not mess. Don't stop it.
But I think those knockdowns won Menafield the rounds. They won him the rounds. They were, damaged.
Right.
Took precedent.
He won rounds 1 and 2, but he lost that third round horribly because he lost the round and then he got the point taken. So that was like a 10-8 round for Crute.
That's a tough one, but shit, I think I'll take Menafield.
Me too.
He's the threat.
Me too. So hopefully it's the Tatsuo Taira thing, right? I hope we're gonna see. I like the girl right there in the blue that's clapping her hands. They always have that mom looking. She's wearing mom jeans. They always have that girl right there. I think all she's doing is pointing to where you got to stand. Look, stand over there. Stand over there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not Tatsuo Taira. If it is, he's gotten real pretty.
Oh no, that's Denise Denise Gomes.
Denise Gomes. Is it Gomez or Gomes? There's her girlfriend.
I'm not sure, but she has a neck tattoo right on her throat.
Is it? Oh, that's awesome. What is it? A bat or something? Butterfly. That's just, you know what? That's her thyroid. That's a tattoo of her thyroid.
Oh,
okay. That's where your thyroid is, right there. That's it.
She just traced it.
Yeah, she got goiter.
This girl's cut. Okay. She's cut too.
She is. Yasmin Uruguay, right?
Yes.
She's also Mexican, undefeated, 10-0, beast. Look where, yes, look right there. Mils Dios, God.
Yeah, she just did
praising God right there.
Said something to the Saints.
Yes, definitely.
Fist up.
Okay, they size up well. This is a sneaky good fight because Denise Gomes will come and battle. She'll go stand in the middle and trade punches with you. Dude, I'm gonna have to open up Tapology though to get smart with these girls. Okay, sure. Yasmin Uruguay 10-0 minus 375. That's a little too wide. She's only 1 year old. She's 24. Denise is 23. The reach height basically the same. Yasmin's got 1 inch on both ways, but that doesn't matter. Yasmin, no gym listed. I'd have to check her Instagram to find out who she's training with. Denise Gomes, Parane Vale Tudo, a good facility down in Brazil. Denise D is her nickname. That's not very original. She won most recently to Bruna Brazil, UFC fight. Before that, she lost her debut to Loma Lukbunmi, the Thai fighter from Hickman Brothers is training her. Loma Lukbunmi, she's got underrated wrestling though. She's not horrible, but she's kickboxing background. I guess she took down Denise. Denise, what's it, Gomes or Gomes? It's Gomes. If it's Gomez, it would be a Z, right?
I heard them say. I was actually trying to learn her first name because it's not Denise, it's Denise.
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 Tapology's got to start using the hyphens.
Yeah,
It would be the hyphen, or not the hyphen, the little accent above the E.
I agree.
Make it Denise. In America, we just call her Denise. Well, D is her nickname. D Gomes. Before that, she was Contender Series, and prior to that, she was a regional scene fighter going against nobody. Nobody really with a name. I'm going to look through quick. Yeah, I don't know any of these names on her resume. All the way back. Yeah, nobody I know. Luma Lukbunmi is the only name I know on there, and
she lost her.
Yeah, but that was also, you got first UFC fight. You got the UFC jitters, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of that. That's a viable excuse. Now, Yasmin Yeraguay, she
She's a prospect too.
Oh, Estela Nunes, ground and pound round 2. That's a great fight. Yasmin Lucindo, UFC fighter, unanimous decision. That's a good win there.
Yeah.
Before that, she was in Combate, and prior to those, but flawless, no red. So she's doing what she's supposed to do. Against
I heard, and I don't remember, because I might have took a smoke break or missed this fight, but I heard that Estela Nunes popped Yasmin pretty good, like put her down or wobbled her, and Yasmin obviously took it, kept going, but she's hittable, is all I'm saying. And Denise has power. Sorry,
yeah, that's right. You know what the under might be? Because this is a flyweight fight, 115. No, strawweight fight. They never get finished.
Baby,
they usually go to
get me real quick. What? Take her for a walk or something in the backyard. I got my little toddler.
Oh, she's loving life. She's living the best life. I hear her. Let's see. Max Bet Gomes. She's more lesbian. Yeah, she did come out with her girlfriend. Look at Brooklyn Wren staring at her, checking her out. Oh, Brooklyn Wren. Yasmin's a lock. Yasmin hype train of the card to be derailed and parlays busted. That might come true, Nick, because like I said, Denise, I mean, she'll stand and bang. She's not afraid of that. I don't know. I don't know enough about female fights. Gomes KO'd a bum who's been KO'd 3 times. Now she's knockout artist. Yasmin will make it look easy. Gomes trap of the card. Yasmin chin held high. Uruguay gonna get knocked out. Yasmin chin held high. Uruguay.
I'm not mad at that. Honestly, Ranch, I went in our Tapology group. I went back and forth. I changed the little arrow to Denise by knockout. I changed the little arrow back to Yasmin. Right now it sits at Yasmin by decision. So that tells you who I got right there. But
man, the underdog girls have been cashing too.
It's not that. So okay, I was trying to. I did a tape study on Bruno Brazil and Denise Gomes. I did a tape study then, and I thought Denise Gomes is gonna eat this girl alive. I could see that her striking is crisp. I love her kicks. Like her kicks don't have any telegraph. She's actually a really good striker. She stands there. She reminds me a little bit of like Jessica Andrade, but a little better striker. Probably doesn't have that. Oh, I'm gonna like give you a standing triangle choke or nothing like that. But she's very powerful. She has the ability to knock you out, and she's like an underrated striker. Like Yasmin is
into it.
Yasmin's into it. Are you gonna go with Denise Gomes?
I don't plus 325. I think I might have.
If you do, I'm changing it on my Tapology, and I'll make that my pick.
Even if I do pick Yasmin on Tapology minus 425, she is not touching a parlay or nothing. A girl fight minus 425 for an unproven Yasmin.
Yasmin has volume, but she has to not get hit once because Denise Gomes has that power where if she catches you once, it's going to change how you fight. And she has that kind of power. So if Denise Gomes just has to catch her once, because Yasmin better be on her bike, because that's she could probably go out there and starch her, and I'll look stupid. But honestly, Gomes has a good chance. She has good technique. I love her kicks. I love her punches, but she has less volume for sure than Yasmin.
Yasmin's undefeated, no red. So how can you fade an undefeated fighter?
Yeah,
unless you saw a clear robbery or something, which I haven't. Yeah. So I got to stick with the favorite.
Okay, I feel a little wishy-washy right here, but I'm gonna stick with her too.
But I might throw a stupid scratch-off bet on Denise at plus 325.
I'm putting the DraftKings lineup together. Denise is gonna be on there for sure on my DraftKings lineup for a pool.
Oh yeah, you gotta have underdogs on your DraftKings lineup.
Yeah.
You can't not. Wonder how much she costs, 7,800 or something.
No, 69.
Wow, that's a steal. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see Yasmin losing. Yasmin's O is very important to her. The O has got to go. Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, of course, it's important to everybody that has it.
Yeah, she's
So,
she's more volume for sure.
right. Oh, it's the bow and the handshake, very respectable. Good one. Another girl fight. Oh no, that was Denise's girlfriend, I think. One of their
Wow,
girlfriends.
this is pretty
She
cute.
got the green streak in her hair. Yeah, good for her.
I like that. I'm a sucker for
For what, lesbians?
that. No, I like that color hair and stuff like that.
The protective dike. It's not only holds back water. All right. Who's this guy?
This is Charez, Edgar
Oh, there
Charez.
he is. There now we're on the top. He looks like he'll break arms with.
He's kind of crazy looking. Like he's
That
literally
is.
crazy a little bit.
And here comes young boy from Japan. Oh, he got the cat on backwards. Look like he just came from the Mets game.
This guy looks like a freaking Abercrombie model.
Man, I cheat on him in math class.
Hey, he's the man though. Like his back takes and like I don't think he could get submitted by Charez. There's no way. I can't see it.
I don't see it either. But I'm
I
just
think
saying.
Charez. Yeah.
The line is ridiculously wide. Let me see. Right
Because
now,
Jesus Aguilar had all those submissions, and look what he did to Jesus Aguilar. You know what I mean?
minus 1,000. Minus 1,000 for Tatsuo Taira.
Dude's been impressive, and he's got some good wins. Like
$700
Carlos Candelario was decent
for,
off the top of my head.
Edgar Chavez plus 700 for this arm breaking guy. My pick is going to be Tatsuo Taira, but man, I'm very tempted to throw like a $10 to make 70 on just a whim.
I get it. I would honestly rather go with like a prop with like Denise by KO or something like that. That's just me though. If I'm gonna do one of those scratchers, that's just me. I have to say. I'm in California, Ranj. I can't do any of that. The only thing I can do is DraftKings, and I'm good off of the whole 5 dimes. I had a bad experience, so.
You have there's no gambling in California.
No,
like online gambling.
No, like Texas. So like honestly, like I love watching the shows and I'm totally invested. I'm trying to I'm just here. I'm like, I think that's why I chirp up so much because I can't play. So I'm like, I'm playing through you guys vicariously, wanting you guys to win. You know what I mean? When freaking what's his name? Jesus hit that 8K. I was like, he did it for us. You know what I'm saying? But I just can only do DraftKings. I'm going to Reno for the rib cook-off, and I'm gonna actually play that card. It's Paris, and I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, well yeah, Nevada's real close. It's real close to California, so
it's not too bad.
Just you have to take a drive to make bets. Okay, Edgar calls himself the pit bull. That's cringy because there's like a million Brazilian and Mexican pit bulls. Like fighters, like every other one you meet calls himself pit bull. Japan is about to turn the guy into a Mexican sushi roll. Japanese jiu-jitsu guy. You know who? When I took jiu-jitsu, the main Japanese guy was the Gracie hunter, Sakuraba. He was awesome, and he was beating all the Gracies, going through the entire family, beating them all. Forgot his first name, but his last name was definitely Sakuraba. That was back in 2004. But anyway, Hope Taira goes heel after subbing this guy. Edgar's too skinny. He does look emaciated, doesn't he? Looks like he's got cancer. He's so thin.
Yeah, it does.
What these guys are super. They're like 130 bantamweights. 130. I thought bantamweight is 135. What is this? A catch weight?
Oh yeah, it is a catch weight. I forgot this is a catch weight fight. It was 130.
Yeah.
Edgar came in at 129. Almost like he can't even make 130. Who can't make 130?
This guy, look, if he loses any more weight, he's going to be a skeleton. That's why he should just stay at bantamweight. Taira KO is plus big money, but I think he's going to win by sub. That's the thing. So that's kind of, I don't see he's going to. This guy looks kind of durable. The Mexicans are durable. They have very good, they're like punching leather. They don't. Brandon Rand, all the Mexicans, they don't get knocked out. They're like Hawaiians. Hawaiians and Mexicans, it's hard to knock out a Hawaiian or a Mexican. But Kamuela Kirk is a Joe-Hawaiian. He's not a Hawaiian. Kamuela Kirk is not a Hawaiian. He's Joe-Hawaiian, and he's from Arizona. Anyway, yeah, Jamaican Hawaiian. You're making me crazy with that, Kamuela. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Tatsuo Taira, but I can't bet it at minus 1,000. I just can't do it. If anything, I might throw a $10 on Sherez just for chance of $70 scratch off. But yeah, we're spending too much time on this.
Taira, that's too easy. He fills out. Look at him. He fills out better. He's got more meat on his bones already. And yeah, he's gonna win by sub.
Can't KO Mexican chin. Correct.
He's gonna choke him. He's gonna have to KO him.
Edgar, just eat McDonald's. Happy Meal, and that belly's bloated. You get a little 4-piece in them, and I'm done. Taira sub is a lock. That would be the way I'd go too. If I was propped, I would say Tatsuo Taira by sub. Edgar Sherez. Let me check his Tapology real quick. I just want to see how he's lost. If he's lost by a sub, then the bandana, that's great. Okay, and his Tapology picks got that bandana. Lost to Clayton Carpenter, unanimous decision. That was in Contender Series. He lost to Jesus Aguilar. We just talked about him, right?
Oh yeah.
And you know how? Guess how? MPT.
Guillotine.
Correct. Guillotine. Because Jesus Aguilar's got like 5 of them.
Oh, dude. See, they're just feeding this Taira. Tatsuo Taira.
I think he's going to get a rear naked choke. I think he's going to backpack him, find that neck, and just crank it. And
Dave, if Dave was here, he would tell us what the freaking prop is for Taira by sub. Do you got that right there or
no? Yeah, I can just give me a hot second.
Sure. Let me see if I can.
18. Okay. Tatsuo Taira by submission, minus 250. Still negative. Still minus 250. By TKO, it's plus 600.
I don't like I just see Taira's giving up his back.
Okay, Tatsuo Taira, round 1 submission, plus 1. That's the round. You got to pick the round, though. That's tough. That would be, if I was to prop bet this, that would be the bet, though. Tatsuo Taira, round 1 submission, plus money, plus 150. Okay, let's move on because this is beat this dead. How come Edgar didn't make weight? All you had to do was eat some pizzas. 2 sub losses for Edgar. 2 of his 3 losses are by sub. He's sub here for Taira. Round 2, plus 440. There you go. I like round 2 because Sherez is good first round. Okay, valid. That's valid. There you go. The face-offs, he's intense. Got a shaved, fresh bald cut. Taira's got that young boy Japanese haircut. Love it. Back off, Taira. Go play Nintendo.
K-pop kid.
Oh, look, he is that J-pop. J-pop is different from
J-pop. There you go.
The Japanese and the Koreans don't really get along that well because Japan used to rule over Korea. I'm shitting you not. The old school, anyway. Now everybody doesn't matter, but the old school, Japan ran like with a dominant evil fist. They ran Korea, Japanese, back in the ninja and shogun days, going sneaky ninja foot into the Korean households and wiping out everybody. Anyway,
that sounds terrible.
Praise be to MMA Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, Killer Picks Ranch. Thank you. I did get first in Tapology last week.
Praise Jesus.
I did get first. Thanks. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations, Ranj. I was going to tell you. I was thinking about what am I going to say? What am I going to talk about if it gets awkward or I can't think of nothing to talk about? Well, that was going to be one of the things, man. Congratulations.
Dead airs these guys in the chat are used to dead air sometimes. Sure. Happy 420. Sure. What's that? It's not April.
Sir.
Or 420. I don't get it. Hi to this guy. Oh, he's smoking resin again. Okay. Yeah. Big congrats on the big parlay hit, Ranch. Yeah, I did. You know what? It was actually one of the combo parlays. I would have hit more if that hole in the chest, Blagoy Ivanov. If he won, I would have hit a lot more. But I did the combo parlay. I picked 6 fights and 5 of them won. So my $140 earned me $660. So that was good. The range parlay. Thank you guys. I would be the parlay king, but the name was already taken. All right, so moving to the next fight, we've got let's see. I hope this is the right. I think it's Jack Delamena. That's off. Let's see who comes out on the face-offs. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
That is
Nico Price.
Oh, Nico Price taking Robbie Lawler. Retirement fight for Robbie Lawler. He's all done after this. Win or lose, he's all done. Nico Price, interesting fact, 6 kids. 6 kids. That's crazy. Damn. Yeah, he's got to fight just to feed his kids. 6 of them. So you got, I mean, people take that. You're going to train all day, come home to 6 crazy kids, and you know they're crazy. Look at their dad. Here's Robbie Lawler. I think he's got 0 kids. He used to he was fighting before there was weight classes in the UFC, I think. George Bush was president when he was fighting.
19. He's 19, they said. He's 41 now or something like this.
Yeah. Legend. He should be in the Hall of Fame. But man, just because it's the retirement fight, and I don't know, I think that he might want to go out with a bang, but I think retiring fighters, they're bad records, right? Like retiring fighters, their last fight, they usually lose. And Nico
I thought about this.
Such a wild
I thought about this. Like, I think the UFC was trying to like carry him. That's why they gave him Brian Barberena. I honestly think they were trying to like, you know, keep Robbie Lawler's name. He has like a little following, and he dropped the ball. He got knocked out, like I think in the second round or something like that. And Barberena's 34. And so I think age did play a factor. And Nico Price is even younger than Brian Barberena.
This Tapology pick's sick, though. Robbie Lawler's got blood coming out the head, throwing a nice right hook. Awesome Tapology pick. But, he's coming off that standing TKO round 2 against Brian Bam Bam Barberena. Before that, he was in the Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz. I mean, this is not 2000.
Look at all the red.
You know, this is he won round 3 retirement. Before that, he lost to Neil Magny, he lost to Colby Covington, lost to Ben Askren, lost to RDA. Askren. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 right in a row. Before that, he beat Cowboy Donald Cerrone. That's 2017. You know what I mean? Lost to Tyrone Woodley. You have to go way back to find when he was his prime. He started out kicking everybody's ass, though. 2001 is when his first fight as a pro. And
he fought Frank Trigg.
Oh, yeah. Frank Trigg loved steroids. That guy ate steroids for breakfast every day. Loved it. Frank Trigg. Remember that guy.
He lost to Nick Diaz when they were in their prime.
Jake Shields. There's another steroid junkie he lost to. But after, let's see, after 2009, he's got a lot of speckled. Oh, he did have a streak of green here, and they're good. Look, he beat Rory McDonald, Jake Ellenberger, the immortal Matt Brown, Carlos Condit. These are all old names, though. You know what I mean? All old names. Yeah, I don't want to, but I have to take Nico Price. My heart wants Robbie Lawler to go out with a win. But I don't.
This is
happen.
The most solid parlay piece right here that you could play.
Yeah, what are Nico the odds of this?
The minus 225. The last that I looked, because I look at the ones where I'm like, dang, where would you put money on this if you could?
Let me see. Right now on Bet Online, Nico Price minus 239. It's parlayable. Minus 230. Yeah. Anything under 300 is parlayable. Robbie Lawler's plus 204 if you want to go that route. Minus 239 plus 204. but just because of the age and yeah, Robbie Lawler's just he's not, he fell out. Nico Price is still game.
That whole retirement fight thing is kind of weird. It's just like a negative start, like it sounds bad.
Going in, they know, but then again, you got to think they want to end their career with a win. They all do, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be ended. So they don't, I don't know. It is very weird.
The last one, all I know is the last one. The last person who did that got decimated. Besides Nunes, it was a men.
Oh right. Who was it?
It wasn't
Cowboy Alex Oliveira.
It was a planned one. It was because it wasn't like a surprise like George Masvidal. It was a planned retirement.
Oh, fight. It was a planned retirement.
Yeah, the chat would have to that's usually what I do when I'm not
yeah, they'll chime in for it. Somebody knows in the chat. Look at Nico Price coming off a loss to Phil Rowe. He beat Cowboy Alex Oliveira. Before that, lost to Michelle Pereira. He had a no contest with Donald Cowboy Cerrone. He lost to Vicente Luque. He's not looking that great in his last 5 either. He beat James Vick with an up kick. That was 2019. He lost to Jeff Neal, lost to Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Man, this is a little tighter than you think, but
yeah.
But I'm still gonna go with and he's 33.
Well, he has a good win over Randy Brown. I thought that was good.
Yeah, that is a good win, But Randy Brown's good or bad depending on who shows up, which Randy Brown shows up. Hammer fist from bottom too. I remember that. That was fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I have to go with Nico Price reluctantly, but that's a smart pick here. Let's see. Never dead air. Usually drink. Dave telling everybody else to wait and then saying some dumb shit. Correct. Yeah. We don't get much dead air. I'm a rambler. I ramble on. Dave's the GOAT. Ran's the parlay. Prince. Oh, that's a good one. Prince Purple Rain. Nico should KO Lawler, but is dumb enough to take it to decision. Yeah, I heard that too. Heard that theory. Like he got mad respect for Lawler, so he's got him stick in the fight. Nico decision for me. 29-28. Price train with Ben Askren.
Trying to get that bonus.
Man, Ben Askren. Every time I think of Ben Askren, I think of the Jorge Masvidal flying knee first.
That's a bad look. Yeah.
And then it's super necessary. Super necessary. I love it. It's crazy to me how many callers on Lawler. He's washed up as fuck. Nico fighting much better competition lately has feed 6 kids, correct? Betting 5 units on Nico, round or 2 TKO. All right, Brandon.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
Why would he train with Askren? My thoughts exactly. Askren, see that fight with the exhibition boxing fight with the Logan Paul or Jake Paul, one of those.
It was Jake Paul.
He looked like shit in that, all out of shape. That Askren, I'm like, who the fuck's this clown? He
always had that
shit in that
dad bod thing going on.
Yeah, wrestling. That's Ben Askren's. That he was a decorated wrestler. Didn't help catching a knee to the face though.
Oh my
Bobby
God.
said he was going to be around for a while though. No, fake news. He's retiring after this. Please don't wrestle this fight. Mm-hmm. Robert retiring, Bigfoot. Yep. Final fight. I swear Bigfoot's comments are automatically generated. Yeah, he's got a bot, right? He hired a bot, he put one on and paid for it. Price decision is the wrestling factor. Yeah. I think Nico Price, I agree with you guys. I think it's going to go decision. He's going to get it. It'll be unanimous, I think. He'll win every round, but he's not going to knock out Robbie Lawler or submit him.
Oh, no.
I think he's going to go right to the scorecards.
I mean, just look at what happened to Robbie Lawler the last fight, though. Is Brian Barberena
Bam Bam
better striker than Nico?
He's a farmer. He's picking corn. They called him right out of the farm. He was topped off his tractor. He was harvesting corn. His wife's like, "You got to call." It's So UFC is calling you.
I think you're being nice about.
I think you're trying to respect Robbie Lawler.
You're trying to respect Robbie Lawler. You're trying to give him his flowers. I understand, but I honestly think it's like the worst case scenario. Like the worst thing that could happen to a fighter retiring, and like he already got. It's like what like he's gonna Sam Alvey. So like if he just or Bigfoot Silva, the more he fights, the more knockouts are gonna happen to him starting right now.
Yeah, everyone has their days, and it's you know, there's a line after you pass that, you're not good. You're just on this crash decline.
Yeah,
and that's where Robbie Lawler's at. He's not.
I think he is.
It's unfortunate, but he should go into like some sort of Hall of Famer record. So, I mean, he's legendary. His name will be known forever.
I love that moment between him and Nick Diaz. Like, honestly, it made me like tear up a little bit, to be honest with you. Like, because I'm Nate and Nick. I'm from the 209. And they're like my favorite fighters. And there's a moment after the fight where he's like checking on Nick's mental health, and he's like, you know, are you okay? Are you all right? If there's anything I can do to help you, like it was one of the most amazing things. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't see that stuff.
I love that cut. Yeah,
that is heart touching.
Yeah.
Okay. I think next is the weight bully, right? Jalen Turner and Dan Hooker. We'll see.
Oh yeah,
comes up on stage.
Yeah, he looked like he tried.
Hug. Yeah, that's respect right there. That's why he's not going to knock his old ass out. He's going to let it go to decision. I think he's got a hope.
Wait, Ranj, are you on the weigh-in right now? Because it's not sharing.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Oh,
there you go. Mom jeans. She's looking good. I like her. Mom jeans.
So the high-waisted pants going on.
Yeah, they make that girl wear that outfit. Even in foreign, they have the Asian girls do it too. All right, name this fighter.
Woodburn?
Let's go.
He just came in the other day. We got Val Woodburn.
Oh, yeah, here he is. Bo Nickel, Penn State Wrestling. Fantastic. I just wish they give him a real opponent.
I watched tape study. I watched this Val Woodburn fight and the Allen brothers. It's so funny because they pegged it perfectly. And every fight he has, he always finds a way to hug the other guy. And it's true. I was watching the fight. He just like, he gets into that hugging position. It's almost like he doesn't have confidence in his striking. And if he's close to somebody, he's going to stay in the fight or something. So I think that's why the UFC gave this fight to Bo Nickel. Because if you come in Bo Nickel's grasp, you're not going to get away.
Let's see, Val Woodburn. I never even looked at this guy really. It's coming out of Combat Night Pro, which is regional scene out of Tallahassee, Florida regional scene. He was headliner, looks like, though, his last fight, and he did win. It was a main event against Louis Mello. So that's something. Before that, 17-8 fighter Wesley Martins beat him decision. Brandon Johnson, Combat Night Pro, and this is all these. I mean, I understand you get the call up, you're going to take the opportunity, but this guy is just set up to get destroyed. I think Bo Nickel's like a crazy minus. I want to say minus 2,500 or something. Let me see, minus 2,200. Val Woodburn.
Insane,
plus 1,050. You put $10 on, you're gonna win.
What if fucking Bo Nickel rolls his ankle?
I know, that's great. That's
great.
This is this shit. Ugh.
Why? What if he needs him? Like, so anything can happen. Like, that's worth that's worth a scratch. I think like a $10.
Nickel sub round 1, lock of the card. Wonder what that is for. Let me see the props. See, I bet you they're all minus. Yeah, they got to be. Bo Nickel by submission minus 300. Huh. Bo Nickel. Oh, if you take him by TKO plus 260 by decision. Bo Nickel by points, but that's not going to happen because this guy's not going to last past the first round. Let's see Bo Nickel in round 1, minus 500. Bo Nickel by sub round 1, minus 250. You cannot give Bo Nickel any sort of way in round 1 at plus money.
I mean, we have to be assuming that fight he had with Jamie Pickett is enough to take away that, because it's kind of weird. It's his 5th fight. I just can't get over it. Like, if I'm just saying, like, I might, this guy's undefeated. I know that he's gonna lose, but man, that's crazy. Minus 2,200.
I know.
Can't do nothing with it.
Jamie Pickett, before that, he was in Contender Series. He's got a grappling loss to a guy named Gordon Ryan. There's a grappling contest in 2019 where he got armbarred, triangle armbarred by a no-name in a grappling match, Bo Nickel. So he's not like,
I think Gordon Ryan's like, if you go to Gordon Ryan's Tapology, it's like all green.
Let me see. Yeah. Oh, the King, Gordon Ryan. And you are correct, all green. No, he's got one wrestling match loss. Well, holy shit. Yeah, he's even beat Craig Jones. I guess I was totally wrong. This is not a nobody. This is a decorated grappler. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got to go with Bo Nickel. After, I go with Bo Nickel. I'm not a fucking...
Yeah, of course. Man. I'm just looking for flaws. I'm trying to play devil's advocate and see if there's any way in the world that Val, what's his name? Val
Woodburn. Sounds like a porn star.
Val Venus. Do you know Val Venus is?
The hot? Was it the
he was a WWF wrestler back, professional wrestler from back during Hulk Hogan days, and his whole thing was he was supposed to be like his niche, his little character was a porn star, Val Venus. For real, that was his. And he come in
innuendos. All right,
yeah, it was awesome. Sup, buddy? Bo by first round sub. Yeah, minus 300. Even bots know Bo. Yeah, even the Tard bots. only one bet here with these crazy odds. Woodburn first round plus or TKO plus 3,900. Oh man! So if you put $10 on that and he somehow gets a TKO, you just won $390 off your. That's like betting the winner for the Wimbledon. Betting like not a front runner, just betting some. I got some of those bets on. I bet everything. I'm degen.
I know. I love it, Ranch. I like that.
Nickel inside 60 prop plus money. Yeah, if you take him out of the first round, everything's the first round all minus money. But if you can get Bo Nickel second round at plus money. Second round.
Wait, inside 60 seconds, 1 minute.
Inside 60. They don't offer that bet on Bet Online. I don't know what that would be. Valentine. Is that his name? Valentine? I'll go with Val. I think it might be Valerie.
Sounds Valentine Woodburn, huh?
Valerie Woodburn. Does anyone have footage of Bo getting punched in the face? What if he's a lesser chin than JP Bay? I don't think so. Bullet for my Val. JP Bays has a legendary chin. Yeah, he's a ginger. He can take a beating. Yeah. Wrestling beats big muscle guy. And look at the height advantage too in these guys.
Yeah.
It's Bo Nickel all day, but just ridiculous how he's minus 2,200. What was the money line on homeboy Val?
Probably plus 1,400 or something like this.
Val Woodburn 10,000 or 1,050. Tell me that's definitely a Bellator odds fight right there. Shouldn't even happen. Shouldn't even be happening. What happened? Trayshawn Gore, he cower out or something? What happened?
Honestly, I heard it was like legit. I don't know what the injury was specifically, but
I did hear that too.
I heard other fighters were like wishing him the best because it was bad, whatever it was.
They replaced my Howlerhead girl with some gimp. Let me see.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's a stringy guy.
he is stringy. I don't like him.
A little biased, I think, but
Oh yeah, I'm biased.
I
He's
can't
part of the
blame you.
whole LBG thing. He might be a non-binary. He might be a they them.
I feel that.
Yeah. All right. Oh, there's Dan Hooker with his new blonde hair. Ugh.
I know he's trying to be like Charles Oliveira or something.
Yeah, that's not a good look for him, I don't think. Dan Hooker is the underdog here against the weight bully, Jalen Turner, right? He missed weight by how many pounds? I don't know. I think he had 2. So he's got to pay the percentage. What is it? You got to pay like part of your purse or something?
Yeah, I guess depending on how bad the weight is, it could be. I hear what 30% probably, but they said if he would have cut his hair and like he didn't even try to use the box.
Oh,
Maybe he would have had a chance.
torn ligament in his wrist. He would have made it for a better fight. Though I still would think he would have got walked over, Tresean Gore, but still it would have been more competitive. I think it might even made it out of the first round, maybe. Too many wristies. The unprofessional tarantula. Yeah, that's what earlier. Like, who's that? The spider guy. I was like, who? Spider? He retired.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I was panicking. I was like reaching. I was like, what spider is it?
I get it. Yeah. Okay. Let's open up Tapology and take a look into these guys. Dan the Hangman Hooker. I've lost so much money on this dude.
I can't get a read on Dan Hooker. Like he knocks out people like Gilbert Burns, and then loses to people like you'd expect him to lose to.
Well, that's the whole. I remember during COVID when
or he beats people you don't expect.
Australia was hard on COVID, and New Zealand, they were all hard on. They shut down shitty kickboxing, but Dan Hooker was sneaking in to continue training. I remember seeing the embedded. I saw like a thing where they showed him like sneaking in, and he actually got picked up by the New Zealand police, and it was like a weird, Dan Hooker has to train, and he kept sneaking in. Then he came to Vegas, and I think he lost right after that. I lost to was it 2020 with Dustin Poirier maybe?
Are you looking at his Tapology? Let's look at his Tapology.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back when he was good. Okay. So back, I want to say, all right, let's go back. We'll go back to 2018 because before that, it's kind of too far away. Beat Jim Miller. He's actually better now than he was then. Jim Miller, crazy.
Even though tapeworm fix.
What did he have? No, he had like Lyme disease.
Oh, okay.
That's tapeworm. I think the Lyme disease made him stronger. The tick. It was a tick, not tapeworm tick.
Yeah.
And look, knocked out Gilbert Burns. There it is. Punches.
Yeah.
Round 2018. He lost to Edson Barboza, body punch round 3. Not horrible. Beat James Vick. James Vick was decent at one time. Beat Ally Aquinta. He was good until he became a realtor. Now he's selling houses in Long Island. True story. Beat Paul Felder. Paul Felder now Disney announcing and stuff.
Oh yeah, Paul Felder. He's gross. Like during COVID, he trained in his little closet. He would sweat in that little tiny closet. It was just disgusting. But that's how he was trying to stay fit.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. And then then he lost to Hot Sauce, Dustin Poirier. He lost to Michael Chandler. Yeah, not horrible. He beat Nasrat Hot Press.
And he was expected to lose that fight. Nasrat was a favorite in that fight.
Yes, I remember. Islam Makhachev, but come on, Islam Makhachev, fantastic. Arnold Allen is sneaky good. I like Arnold Allen. I think he's got a promising future. And then most recently he beat the handsome Claudio Puelles. I think Claudio Puelles, isn't he an Argentinian also? But anyway, coming off that win against Claudio Puelles, body kick round 2. Now, he's lost to big names. Now is Jalen Turner a big enough name to beat him? Let's look at Jalen Turner's tapology. Coming off a loss to Matus Gamrot. Hold on. Is Matus Gamrot Polish? I'm gonna find out right now. And he is Polish. There you go. The best Polish fighter, Bigfoot. You got it. You're right. Okay. He knows his Polish fighters. Okay. So he beat Matus Gamrot, or he lost to Matus Gamrot most recently. Before that, beat Brad Riddell. Isn't he Australian, New Zealand guy? Yes.
It's a good one.
Jamie Malarkey. Isn't Jamie Malarkey Australian, New Zealand guy?
Yep.
I think he is, isn't he? Yes. Uros Medic.
Yeah.
Uros Medic is like Serbian or something weird. Something over there. Brock Weaver beat him. Before that, Joshua Cooleybout. Isn't Joshua Cooleybout Australian too, or is he Hawaiian? Let's see.
He's I think he's Australian.
He is Australian. Well, look, Jalen Turner's been beating the shit out of all these Australian, New Zealand guys. But hey, it's a trend. It's for real. He's beating the shit out of all these guys.
I know. It's funny that you picked up on that.
And where's Dan Hooker from? New Zealand. Yeah. So he's like, I got this. I got the New Zealand Australian players. Not
what a stat.
He got beat by Steamroller Matt Frivola, American. You know, but I think he's undefeated to Australian and New Zealand guys. I want to say.
This will make five Australians for him.
Oh, fantastic. So, but Jalen Turner here does have, if you look at the face-off, he definitely got the tail of the tape advantage. Height and let's see the reach here too. Oh, the reach is the same, actually. It doesn't look like it though in the picture. It looks, in the face-offs, looks like Jalen Turner's got a little bit more reach, but I don't know. They're both got the bend in their elbow, so who knows? Jalen Turner has, I think, better wrestling and striking. I think he's better all around. Dan Hooker, I don't think has any aspect of the fight that he's better than Jalen Turner. That's why I don't like the minus 280 tapology saying it is, and Jalen Turner's younger. Yeah, Jalen Turner's going to win this, but it's not. I don't think the line is warranted. I think it should be a little bit closer, maybe like minus 180, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm glad we agree.
Yeah, you're on the same thing.
I want Jalen Turner all day. Dan Hooker, he is a great striker. I mean, I like the fact that he knocked out Gilbert Burns, and he has that on his record. And he was supposed to lose a kickboxing match to Naz Pratt, and he won. And I think he's a good kickboxer, city kickboxing. I think he's
he probably does have that over the clinch game.
He spars with Israel Adesanya. I'm sure he's good, and he might be a little bit sharper in that department. But I think as far as well-roundedness goes, that has to go to Jalen Turner. He's quick with
shitty kickboxing. You know what they're really shitty at is wrestling.
Yeah, they got that stand-up. Their whole thing is trying to not go to the ground, being good at staying on your feet.
Right. And Jalen Turner trains at a Gracie school, Carlson, Gracie, Riverside, and RVCA. So Jalen Turner will definitely. He's well-rounded. He does know how to handle himself on the ground as well. Let's see. Okay. Blonde Hooker. Okay, I'm way back on the. Okay, let's see. Unprofessional tarantula, lesbian soccer player haircut wins all day. That could go either side. Both those haircuts are lesbian soccer player haircuts. Spider-Man, tarantula. The blonde hooker wins. Blonde hooker. You know what? I saw a YouTube short about strange history facts. During the Roman Empire, hookers, prostitutes, were forced to dye their hair blonde because that's not an original, Italian. The original Italian, Rome, is dark hair brunettes. So, blondes were looked down upon, and so prostitutes had to dye their hair. I just heard that on a YouTube short last night. Just coincidental. That his name is Hooker. He's blonde. The whole New Zealand thing, I just found that out just now looking at that Jalen Turner. How small is Joe? Few inches shorter than the ring ladies. Who?
Oh, Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah. Hooker's been fighting his whole career part-time. This time he's gone full-time. Okay.
What?
Sold
That's
the
weird.
gym he was made. Oh, Nick Alexander would know. He's from, he's from that area.
I mean, that's crazy because he's made some checks.
Hooker transitioning to take that vacant woman's 145 belt. Hey, man, if he comes as a they them, they'll probably let him.
Yeah.
Blonde Hooker. This is a revenge fight. Cooley Bow is Aussie. Yes, see, I'm telling you, Jalen Turner got a very good record against Aussies. So Jalen,
like
the racist,
that
he
breakdown right there.
Probably is. Send the Blonde Hooker for retribution. Don't have a bet on this fight, but leaning Turner. When a hooker knows he will get paid, it will finish the job. He's calling it it. See, he's already transitioning. Haha, nice one, Bigfoot. Hope it wasn't auto-generated from a tard bot. Kangaroo versus anorexic predator. Oh, you guys getting ruthless now. Ruthless. It's not, I'm real. These are my real bot comments. Don't think they have kangaroos in New Zealand. I don't think so either. That's a different country. Same continent, though. Hooker versus Predator from Aliens versus Predator. Oh, I see that with the hair. That's slightly racist, Bigfoot, but okay. Hooker just looks like one. Yep, exactly, Bigfoot.
Slightly racist.
Well,
that's funny.
Did you know that Francis Marshawn Lynch? Do you know who that is? Running back. He used to play for the. He
Raiders.
looks like
Seahawks too.
Anyway, he's done all right for a part-time fighter. Hey, yeah, he's. I like Dan the Hangman Hooker, but I don't think he's going to win here. I think Jalen Turner's got his number. He's got the number of everyone from that part of the world. I think Jalen Turner's on the up and up. Dan Hooker's got double-digit losses, 12 of them, 22-12. He's on the. I think he's on the decline. He needs this to keep his career intact, I think. But yeah, I mean, it could happen. It's Dan Hooker. He knocked out Gilbert Burns, so shit could happen. But I'm gonna go with the guy that weighs more, respectable, and I don't like the blonde hair either. So there's that. Okay, who's marching up here now? Should be Dricus du Plessis and Robert Whitaker, I think.
Ooh, the real African.
Oh, there he is too. There he is.
Yeah, he fixed. He had a surgery done on his nose.
He just kissed that guy.
That's their culture, I think.
Huh? It is International Fight Week. Anything goes, right?
It's internet. Yeah. Let's see it.
Anything goes.
What
happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's why they get all the Apex and all this shit goes down in Vegas. Bobby Knuckles
looks in shape.
He does. He always looks good. He only loses to Adesanya. That's it. Destroys.
I know he's like the Colby Covington to the middleweight division.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's. Yep. I made
I don't know if he's going to get in his face and kiss him or hug him or do this. Look at that bicep on Robert Whitaker right there. Look at that's massive. They size up real well. Dricus du Plessis, he's like a wild card because he's not really
conventional.
Yeah, exactly. He's
unorthodox a little bit.
Absolutely.
I like Dricus. I like his personality. I just think this is too big of a step up for him. I mean, he really.
Let's see. Robert the Reaper Whitaker. I like Bobby Knuckles better, but anyway, 32 years old, so a couple years older than Dricus is 29. Still Knox. That's Dricus's nickname. Still Knox. Look at Robert Whitaker minus 400. How is that? See, that line is wide. But we're not going to look at the line. We're going to look at who you think is going to win. Okay, so Robert Whitaker is Australian, so he's not coming out of shitty kickboxing. He's not out of New Zealand. He's Australian. It says PMA Super Martial Arts Center. I have no idea. I would see if I had more time. I'd check his Instagram. That's where you find out where these guys are really training.
Yeah.
Same with Dricus Du Plessis, Team CIT. He opened that up. That's definitely South African, and that who's from there? Cameron Saman. Oh, they took the plane together. I bet you they even sat next to each other.
Yep.
Nobody else on here is a pro that I know, but Cameron Saman and is in the same place as Dricus Still Knocks Du Plessis. Du Plessis is I'm gonna check out. I want to check. Look.
Damn, he has a good Du Plessis has some good wins though.
I want to see when these losses were. His most recent loss was 2018 against Roberto Soldic. He got knocked out KSW round 3, lost by punches. Prior to that, he has one loss way back 2014. We don't even look at that. Who cares? That's so far away, you know. So pretty much since 2018, he's been on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fight win streak. And listen to finishing. Listen to these names. Most recently, Derek Brunson. I think that might have been Blonde Brunson. That's Darren Till. Darren Till likes to party. If I was to go spend a night out drinking with any UFC pro, it'd be Darren Till because that dude likes to party. Brad Tavares. Another Brad Tavares is great. I mean, he didn't get knocked out his last fight, but still, Brad Tavares is good.
But also,
Officer
Robert Whittaker knocked out Brad Tavares.
Oh, did he? We're going to get into his next. Officer Trevin Giles, right cross to ground pound, round 2. Before that, the Joker, Marcus Perez, left hook, round 1. I think that might have been the fight that took Marcus Perez out of the UFC and sent him down to Bellator or wherever he's at. And before that, he was in the regional scene going against nobody I know except for, nobody. Yeah, I don't know any of these names.
It's like a African promotion. It looks like.
Yeah, EFC is definitely African. Well, KSW is not. KSW that's Britain, I think. But he only had those 2 fights against the same guy. No, he had a couple fights, but he beat and lost to Roberto Soldic. But anyway, Dricus Du Plessis is no joke. 7-fight win streak.
And he's got the height. He's got the height.
Foundation style K1 kickboxing. Yeah, I don't. And let's see. Now let's look at Robert Whittaker.
Bobby Knuckles,
the Reaper. Right. Let's see his. Yeah. Okay, beat Marvin Vittori, the Italian Dream. Before that, lost to Israel Adesanya. You go down. The other lost Israel Adesanya. In between that, he beat Calvin Gastelum, Jared Cannonier, Darren Till. And that was, he didn't knock him out. He was a unanimous decision against Till. Before that, Yoel Romero, split decision. Second fight, first time it was unanimous decision win. Ronaldo Souza, Derek Brunson. He did knock Derek Brunson out, head kick punches. Uriah Hall's in there. Brad Tavares. There's where he knocked Brad Tavares out. 44 seconds, round 1. Good. He lost to Stephen Thompson, Wonderboy, and Court McGee. That was, forget it, 2013. Who cares? That's so far away. Anyway, that was 10 years ago. Most recently, he's only lost to Israel Adesanya. That's the only person he's lost to since 2014. Everybody else, he's winning, and he's winning with an exclamation point, all except for the one split decision against Yoel. Everybody else, he's either finishing or getting the unanimous decision. This is a closer fight than the lines say. That's why I said let's not pay attention to the lines. But even without the lines, I got to take Robert Whittaker here. I think he's going to, like I said, he's not losing to anybody except for Israel Adesanya. So it makes sense, you know?
I mean, I have to go with Robert Whittaker. I feel like the ultimate for the division. I feel like Jared Cannonier is like the the true, what do you call that, the gatekeeper, and he's better than that gatekeeper. He actually, you know, it's not fair to call Jared Cannonier a gatekeeper. Jared Cannonier is a premier, actually, athlete in that division, and Robert Whitaker outclassed Jared Cannonier. And I don't know, but Dricus is a finisher. But honestly, I think Robert Whitaker is probably going to make it look easy because I don't know. When I watch Dricus, like, it's like he gets by with like his insane like cardio or will, and not necessarily, you know, I probably sound stupid, but not necessarily technique. And I got to go with the technique. And I think Robert Whitaker has the edge on that. So I pick Robert Whitaker. I'm with you, Ranch, on that one for sure.
Right. Oh, the resin's starting to hit. Hits different. We will collect Dricus' soul and take him to the
Archon.
I don't even know what that means. He'll encounter Charon's one way. Charon is like a version of the devil, I think.
Like an angel.
Oh, he's the one that carries it across the river Hades, isn't he? Something like that. 2 coins for the it's a river Styx. Like that's it. The river into the river
angel.
Wow, yeah. I bet you Illinois Bigfoot right now has got a shield out and a sword putting on his.
We call that
Stilnox's
costume. What do you call it?
Cool name for a fighter. It is kind of cool, Stilnox. I like that name. Duplessis breeds African air, 8%. 0 chance he beats Bobby Knuckles after kissing a dude. I don't think he kissed him on the mouth. I think it was just like a cheek kiss, beard. Mm-hmm. It's a kiss, sideburn or something. And once robbed by sub, he will finish the 3rd round by TKO. Plus one
cosplay. That's what I was thinking.
Dricus, the tranquilizer. Rob by she's not having a good time now.
You could hear her. She wants to I think run. Usually she gets.
We don't say that word here, Bigfoot. That's why you're banned. That's why you can't say that. He's talking about a bundle of sticks.
How does he know?
By bundle of stick strength.
Yeah, how does he know?
Is by bundle of sticks fire
pyro
strength.
How do you know he's a pyro?
Cigarettes. That's what they call them in Britain, right? You got a fag. Yeah. One of my other in my closet.
He likes marbles.
Get him out of the closet. Anyway, Dricus sleeps Chinny Rob. Interesting take there. Maybe no, he's not Israel Adesanya.
I think Israel Adesanya made Robert Whitaker who he is.
Dricus did get nose surgery, opened up the airwaves.
Yeah, he'll be even better now.
He'll have better cardio now. It's either Rob decision or Dricus KO. 100% African hair air hits different. Mm-hmm. That slightly racist, buddy. Slightly racist. South Africa. Come on. It was taken over by Britain. Learn your history. He said no surgery, not going to help his gas tank, but he will look better. Oh, okay. Hope Rob breaks that new beak. I hope so too. That's great. Surgery was for breathing, not cosmetic. Must have been joking when he said that. Yeah, I think so too. Why would he? Bold prediction is fight ends by headbutt, no contest. Oh, maybe. True, once mouth breather, always mouth breather. I hear you.
What's that?
That's my friend.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on?
What's going on? Staple in the house. She knows you, Ranch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a lot to say.
Chatty.
Works for old man Dalby, best cardio in UFC. Nicholas Dalby, he had that thing too, right? He had the cleared his nose operation. Nicholas Dalby did, and Dalby, he shocked me his last fight. Oliveira kissed a dude on his walk out to the Dustin fight. I max bet him. Do something like that, you better win. I guess. The F word. LOL. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm on Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whitaker, but I don't like the line being so wide. I think it should be much closer because Dricus Duplessis 19-2. 19-2. Yeah, he could win this. He could win. But yeah, stop being weird, Bigfoot. How's it feel to have a daughter? I want a daughter. I want to name her Valicia Spencer. Don't be weird. Okay. What's let me see the odds again on Bobby Knuckles. Robert Whitaker minus 350. That is disgusting. I can't even parlay that. That's horrible. It's not. There's no way to bet that. You can't bet that. I suppose you could put it in parlay. It's only going to bump it up a little bit, though. It's kind of not worth it putting them in there. I'm not confident enough to put him in there against DDP because DDP could get it done.
Yeah, I know he's could be a sleeper, man. The apple pie shitter of the card.
He could. It could be a trap.
I think he is the apple pie shitter winner. But I got Robert Whitaker still. Just because I think Israel Adesanya has made Robert Whitaker better. He's the Colby Covington of that middleweight division.
All right. So we're both in agreement there on Robert Whitaker. All right. Are we on the co-main? Let's see. Let's see who walks out next. You're right, Nick Alexander. She is tidy. I like her. I like her better than Howlerhead Girl. Keep her around. I hope she points for Pantoja. Over there. Mm-hmm. Nope, she's just clapping. He's been there.
We're already at
There's my shirt.
The co-main?
My dirty shirt. Yeah. Co-main. Hannibal. Alexander Pantoja. So this guy's already beat Brandon Moreno 2 times.
Bro, you out of all of the cappers, I'm sorry, I got to give you your flowers, bro. You had the best breakdown. Like the way you put it was awesome. Like I felt like every time I heard a breakdown from a different capper, I was hearing like Chinese. Like I didn't understand where they were coming from, but your points were so like solid as far as like, dude, how could you be saying that Alexander Pantoja hasn't also evolved to be a better fighter? And why did time stop just like for Brandon?
Oh, this is Brandon Moreno's a totally different fighter from 2018 or whatever his last fight was. But so was Pantoja. It's not like he got worse, you know.
I think people look at it like Brandon Moreno's Daniel LaRusso from the Karate Kid, and this is Johnny Lawrence, Alexander Pantoja, and they all want Daniel LaRusso,
Cobra Kai,
to win.
Yeah, so this is the thing. Pantoja, he got him in the Contender Series, rear naked choke. I think that was the only time Brandon Moreno's been subbed. But that was exhibition, so, you know, it doesn't count. Then he beat him in 2018 by unanimous decision. And a lot of people don't know this, but round 1, he 10-8'd him. He got a 10-8 round 1 in that unanimous decision over Brandon Moreno. I know it was 2018, so it was, you know, 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And Brandon Moreno, he's improved so much. Well, Alexander Pantoja didn't go anywhere. He still fought too. And he still beat Alex Perez, Brandon Royval, Manel Cap. Is that how you say it? Cap?
Yeah. Manel Cap.
He did lose to Askarov.
Yeah. But do you know Brandon Royval? He showed up and weighed in. He made weight. He's the backup to this fight.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he made weight, but he looked like awful, but he made weight. But what's crazy is Alexander Pantoja, I seen that fight, and I'll never remember like how Brandon Royval thought he had Pantoja, and then before you know it, Pantoja had Royval's back, and I believe submitted him. And Royval is sweet, like really good. And you know, I don't think he's lost a step, is what I'm trying to say. And he's already beat Brandon Moreno twice.
Right. And he's due for this chance because he's never really got the opportunity to crack into the top 3 to go for a belt or anything. So he sees this as an opportunity that he's been working for
he's Conor McGregor, like prime hungry.
Yeah.
I agree.
Moreno, the 5-round advantage. That is something you got to take in because I think Moreno might have a better cardio, but it's not like Pantoja fades. I haven't seen him fade, but a lot of his I don't know. This is going to be the fight tonight. I think this is the one to watch out for.
Pantoja, I'm excited for you, Ranj. You're obviously on the plus money, right?
Yeah, I'm on Pantoja for sure.
Yeah,
but I'm open minded, and I think there's there's a way for Brandon Moreno to win, but I don't see it because you got to think of the confidence too. Pantoja's in his head. He's like, I already beat this guy twice. I'm gonna, I'll do it again. And he didn't just beat him by like split decision, close. He beat him. He dominated him. So I think it was 30-26. You can't get a better decision than that unless you 10-8'd him every round. 30-26. Check the score. I know.
There's no denying his jiu-jitsu is better.
Huh?
The Pantoja's jiu-jitsu is better than Brandon Moreno's, I think.
Yeah.
He's so fucking slick on the ground.
Pantoja eats Lego boy alive. Yeah, Brandon Moreno has a whole room dedicated to Legos. Do you know
that? I saw him on like Embedded playing with something.
You can't go in there with bare feet. You'll come out hurting. And still.
What? Yeah, that's bold. That's bold because I mean the only one tiny thing, and this is being like really critical, is Pantoja's 33, Brandon Moreno's 29. Is Pantoja 1 year out of his prime? I kind of felt that way when Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya fought because I was like, is this really like? I mean, because Alex Pereira's 35, Israel Adesanya is like a little younger, and I think that matters sometimes. And I feel like, and a hair thin difference between talent. Like maybe that could be the edge, but if it's not, then I feel like Pantoja is better, just in general.
Look at Bigfoot put a taco, a burrito, and a chimichanga or whatever. So he put like 3 Mexican foods up there.
He's hungry. He's hungry.
Who has evolved more? I don't know. Brandon Moreno's fought Deiveson Figueiredo 4 times in his last 5 fights. Not like he's got a big selection of, aside from Don't Blink, Kai Kara France, he's only fought Deiveson Figueiredo. So he knows how to fight Deiveson Figueiredo, I'll tell you that. Knows how to fight him. But come on, to mix it up a little bit. You got, I don't know. Fiesta time. I think Bigfoot, you better go take a siesta right now. I think that resin's hitting. If you go to decision, Moreno wins, but Pantoja sub all day. Pantoja backpack city. I heard the leg kicks are pretty good too from Pantoja. I heard that. Moreno will wrestle and get out scrambled. Moreno has great sub defense, but Pantoja jits is super slick. I have Pantoja sub round 2. Yeah, this is the tightest. This fight tonight. This is the closest fight on the card, I think. Literally Chucky. Wasn't sold until MMA Jesus called him a lock. Co-host open with some Taco Bell live. Yeah. Did you break into some Taco Bell? I wasn't paying attention. I heard you wrestling around with some food.
I got this there's a health restaurant down the block. Like it's truly healthy. They put kale instead of lettuce and anything, and it's a steak chimichurri wrap.
Oh, sounds awesome.
Well, the thing is like I thought to myself, like, if we go 3 hours, are you not supposed to leave meat out like that without putting it in the refrigerator? And I just couldn't chance it. I was like, I have to. Right. I have to.
You can eat. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had to because I thought I don't want to get sick or something.
No, you're fine. That shit lasts another day anyway. Pantoja has one and only chance to get the belt here. The flavor or the sub, it's not going to be as good. Not fresh, but it won't hurt you. Pantoja has one and only chance to get the belt here. He will seize. I agree. That's the thing. He's been like the dark horse. Like nobody's been giving him the opportunity to get like a championship belt. You know
what's fucked up though is when Brandon won his belt last time against Deiveson Figueiredo. I don't know if the UFC set it up, but Pantoja was back there where he would have to walk. Brandon had to walk by, and he was back there to congratulate him. But then he kind of like held his hand too long. When he was shaking his hand, like held it too long, and was trying to like turn it into something creepy and stare at him. Like this
really?
Is like, yeah, you didn't see that?
I didn't even know that. That's
dude,
awesome.
That was like huge, dude. I was like, this shit reminded me of WWE.
Yeah, Nick Alexander might be on a thing because he did like the whole trilogy with Figueiredo, or it was more than a trilogy. It was 4 fights because he had the draw, the win, the loss, and then the win doctor stoppage because the eye in the 3rd round. That was the loss. But anyway, they just wanted to mix it up and throw somebody else in there. but I think Pantoja is the wrong person to pick to throw in against because I think he's going to win. Title fight rematch. There's a theory that Pantoja will win this, and then there'll be another rematch.
Yeah.
Quadrilogy. That's what
I feel bad for Brandon.
A quadrilogy against Pantoja, and then he might win the rematch. But I don't know.
His whole prime, he's just gonna have to prove himself over and over and over to every fighter. The same fighter. It's insane. I think because the division's small. Right? Yes.
Don't fade Jesus. Follow Jesus. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do?
Apparently, pick Brandon Moreno, which is very, very bold, and he wins though. So what can
fight
you
him
say?
Like? Hope he doesn't fight him like a Paul. I don't want to use derogatory terms, but anyway, yeah, I'm on Pantoja plus money, and it's good plus money too. Let's see, right now odds are plus 209 or no plus 179. I was looking at the wrong thing. Plus 179 and minus 209 for Moreno. So you're siding the same way?
Oh, Pantoja for sure, like all day long. Only because I've seen this man fight, and he's amazing. I always thought he was the best in the division before Moreno became champion.
The cannibal, I like him too. I'll show you the. Oh, let me remove this. I'll show you I did the cap first for this.
Dude, I'd be all over this. This is the one.
Yeah, and Alexander Pantoja, MMA Guru got sub. Craig from Craig Allen Fight Night Picks picked him. Stat Diggers Brady picked him, and Triple P certified perfect probably pursue all three of them. Brandon Reno, we want picks. Both those Angelo and Jacob both picked Brandon, and so did Matt, the younger brother from Fight Night.
I don't know why. He said some basketball reference, but
he always throws basketball references out there. Like everybody watches basketball. He mentions names from 10 years ago that don't even play anymore. It's
impressive.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I watch those guys every week. They put a lot of work and time into that show. That's why I watch it.
Wow.
Yeah, don't fade Jesus Aguilar either. I like Jesus Aguilar. That he might make my 3-leg parlay. MPTV, where you at right now? He's in his house in California. I always thought MPTV was King Crackdown because of the black profile pic. Oh, King of Crackdowns. That guy's from Washington, D.C. I know what you're talking about. That guy looks like a fighter that was just fought last week. Not Neil Magny. Who did Neil Magny?
I'll look that up. I'll look it up right now.
Who did Neil Magny? It's King Crackdowns 50, 90 something. There's numbers after that. But Neil Magny beat some guy like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, was it?
That's hella funny because he has glasses too.
No, he doesn't use no glasses. Sometimes he does, but he doesn't.
Wait. I might have the wrong guy, but I just put the.
50,
oh no, I probably didn't have the right guy. Is he a UFC fighter?
No, he's not a fighter. He's a capper. He's a handicap.
Oh, okay.
King of Crackdowns 50-91, I think you got to put. And then I got it. It's a black guy from Washington D.C. that
for sure.
He does like 2-minute quick pick videos. I like him. He's fun. But somebody earlier said you look like Bout Better. Bout Better.
Yeah, I heard it.
Phil Rowe. Thank you, Nick Alexander. King of Crackdown looks like Phil Rowe, I think. Yes. That's it right there. King of Crackdown looks like Phil Rowe for sure. I invited King Crackdowns on a show like a year ago, and he ghosted me. He's like, yeah, I'll come on, and then I'd never heard from this whatever. Anyway, it happens. So yeah, I'm on Pantoja. We've got to move on to the next fight. You're on Pantoja. We're both in agreement there. There are people in the chat that are definitely on the side of the Mexicans. Jesus, MMA, Jesus 420. And a lot of people are doing a full Mexican parlay with Moreno, Rodriguez. Who else is on here? Jesus Aguilar, Yasmin Uruguay. I wouldn't
Sure
take
is.
that guy. I wouldn't take that guy fighting Tatsuo. I would not take
Edgar.
him. But Edgar Sherez, yeah, I wouldn't take that guy. But the other ones are it's doable. I bet you it pays out well too because Yair Rodriguez plus money. And speaking of that, let's move on to the main event to unify the Rodriguez. Doesn't he have like an interim belt when Volk went up to fight Islam Makhachev? He went up a class, so the belt was vacant.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's really nice. Like I wonder if the UFC made it extra nice and different than all the other belts on purpose to like be an instigator because it's nicer than all the other champions
Oh,
belts.
really? It's like appearance wise.
Yeah, everybody was like he was showing it off, and all the fighters wanted to take like Jose. He met Jose Aldo, and they took a picture together holding Yair's belt because it's so nice. And he showed it to Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno was like, drooling over it, and it's different. But I feel like they did that to like add a little bit of like animosity in there, because and they asked Volk about it, and he just said that what everyone says. Oh, well, I'm the real belt. I have the real championship belt, and he's going to unify that on Saturday.
All right, let me hear. There's Joe done talking with Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno's he's so smiley and such a good guy. He's such a good, wholesome guy. Him and who did I say earlier? Cameron Seaman? Yeah, they should room together. They should be roommates. The good guys, the good couple. All right. So here we go. Coming on stage, we have first. There's Yair Rodriguez, El Pantera. That means Panther, if you didn't know. You know who else is Pantera? Is Antonina Shevchenko is also Pantera. I think there's a third one too. There's like 3 Panteras. And Pantera is one of the best heavy metal bands of the 90s. For sure.
Pantera. It's Jocelyn Edwards, right?
Oh yeah, she's one too. Yeah, that's it. Jocelyn Edwards, Antonina Shevchenko, and Yair Rodriguez. And look at Band-Aid on the eye. What is that about, Volk? What is the Band-Aid? What is that?
He's not the only one, right? It's like the other Australians with this.
Well, he's the only one I've seen.
Maybe he has an injury with it. He's got like a cut.
Does it say something on it?
He can't wear that during the fight, so.
Right. I've been rocking in my Air Force Ones. You know who used to wear Band-Aids? That rapper Nelly. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's why. Somebody said that.
Down south, Nelly.
But I don't like the sunglasses on Rodriguez. I don't like sunglasses on face-offs because it's like they're look them eye to eye without the shades. That always Clint from what's it? Pub Sports. Clint. That guy,
Pub Sports Radio.
He pointed that out. He's like, every time he goes, I don't like, and I agree with him. I don't think you should be able to wear glasses, and you're hiding something, maybe a bad weight cut or something. I don't know, but obviously Yair Rodriguez has a 5-inch height advantage, but so does everybody against Volk. But the thing is, Volk training out of you. It's listed as shitty kickboxing, but it's not. He's at Boing Tao Muay Thai with the Hickman brothers. I saw on Instagram. I followed his Instagram. And he's been messing around a lot with Logan Paul, like teaching him jiu-jitsu and shit. I don't know. It's weird. He's been messing around with Logan Paul. But he's Alexander the Great. I mean, he went up a weight class to fight Islam Makhachev, took him to a decision. He lost, but I mean, just going to decision with
barely lost.
Yeah, barely lost. Some people are saying he should have won that. I think Islam Makhachev won. But before that, he took out Max Holloway twice. One was split decision, the other one was unanimous decision. But you can't finish Max Holloway. He's Hawaiian. You can't do it. People thought you couldn't finish Chan Sung Jung, but you know what? He did. Alexander Volkanovski finished the zombie, the Korean zombie. Standing.
Yeah, so did
round.
So 4. Did Yair, right? Did 2.
Did he knock him out?
Didn't he do that elbow, that last second elbow to him? Isn't that who he did that to? Am I tripping?
No.
Was it somebody else?
Somebody else did that. I don't know. You'd have to.
No, he definitely had like one of the most spectacular knockouts ever. But let me see here.
I'm gonna pull up the Tapology. We'll see.
It was a beautiful, like, and it was calculated too, because I think he tried it a few times in the fight, and he got a read. It was Chan Sung Jung, right? Round 5, 4 minutes.
Oh,
and 59
you're right.
seconds.
Elbow. Round 5. Yeah, the last second. That was 2018. That was before COVID. That was
I was watching that
long time ago. Yeah.
It was calculated though, and people thought it was lucky.
His thing looks good too, though. And Max Holloway beat him. Frankie Edgar beat him, but that was 2017. Dr. Stoppage round 2. Wonder what happened there? Eye poke or something? Dr. Stoppage. Something got hurt. But before that, look at the big green. BJ Penn, legend. Alex Caceres, Andre Feely, Dan Hooker, Boston Strong, Charles Rosa. You know, good wins there.
I don't want to I don't want to take the fun out of it, but I think the best way to pick this fight is where this MMA math will work for this one. You know, Yair Rodriguez lost to Max Holloway. Volks beat Max Holloway more than once. And I think you could just do the MMA math there. I think, it sucks. The odds are just so wide, like, can't really, it would be cool if they were even. Then you could really like load up on Volk. But
look at the chat. MAG.
Yeah, I know.
And
it's like he knows something.
Yeah, it's crazy. Plus 1500.
And watch it hit too.
Cody for Blood Money MMA. This looks like Chase Sherman. He does too. It's funny.
I think he looks like that every time Chase Sherman Phoenix.
Huh?
He looks like Joaquin Phoenix to me, like except blonde.
What? I know that's crazy.
You should.
I don't see it. I see the Chase Sherman. Every time Chase Sherman walks out, I'm like, is that Cody? Blood Money MMA bets. Anyway, Yair Alexander the Great Volkanovski was born brave. Yair and new. Yair shocks the world.
Now you like that Mexico.
If Yair beats Volk, I'll remove my left testy.
Volk's too smart. He's too smart to
got the Band-Aid built-in excuse. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I lost. Didn't you see the cut on my face? That's why. If Yair beats Volk, Yair versus Islam. No, Islam Makhachev is a lightweight. He's 55. It's if Yair beats Volkanovski, he's going to be the champ, and he's probably have to fight who? I don't know. Holloway
beats Volkanovski. He would fight. They would give Max Holloway that rematch. Yeah. I bet
Max Holloway
for sure. Ilya Topuria should be in there though.
Who's that?
Ilya Topuria should be in there fighting somebody.
Oh right, Ilya Topuria's beast. I think he might be the next. Okay, when Yair and DDP hit, I'm hitting 10K. Wow, I hope I wouldn't mind to see that happen for you because I'm not putting money on this, but I'm picking Alexander Volkanovski. That's my pick, but -3.
That's it. Like 10. He just needs those two people to hit. He has to have them hit with certain props. It has to be
parlay them together. They're both big plus money. What's it?
No way.
Plus 290 and Dricus Duplessis is plus 275. Let me see.
But I think Jesus is parlaying Yair by submission plus 1500.
Look on my
DDP. What are you doing DDP by Jesus?
Look right here. If I parlayed right now, Yair on Bet Online, plus 295 for Yair and plus 275 for DDP. So that plus 1,381.
That's still crazy.
That is so crazy. So if you put $100 on that, you're going to win 1,381. So to get 10,000, you'd have to put, you'd put 1,000. You have to put.
Yeah, I honestly think he's doing the props because he put Yair. He put Yair plus 1,500 for finishing by submission.
Oh,
but I want,
okay.
Yeah, I want to know.
But that's That's ballsy.
Yeah, but that's how he hit the 10. That's how he hit the $8,000 for the. Oh, sorry, I was a jab, a little jab.
Huh? Yeah, that's
There's
fine.
a little jab. Sorry.
I think Bigfoot's doing it right now. That's why he couldn't come on.
Yeah.
he keeps circling back to that.
No, it's all good, Bigfoot.
Denise Gomes and Yasmin Uruguay face off. Keep going. Run back to that. Volk TKO round 3, cuts himself in sparring. Oh, he cut himself in sparring. Okay. What are you for dinner? He just told you chimichanga or something, some burrito thing. What was it? Chimichanga?
Steak chimichurri.
Chimichurri. What? I don't even know what that is. It's all the same,
like
right?
Pumpkin
rice
seeds.
Is there rice in it?
There's pumpkin seeds and tomato. It looks like steak. There's no beans.
No beans, no rice.
There's no rice. Like it's like these little seeds. You know, my lady knows shit like this. She's more cultured than me.
Is it quinoa?
It's not quinoa, but
I don't eat karate foods.
I had that yesterday.
I don't eat foods that sound like karate sounds. Quinoa. Did you ever see that Family Guy? Nope, I don't eat karate foods.
That sounds like quinoa. What's his name? Seth.
Hilarious. I love it. Folks said he had a cut trying to prevent infection. Really? Come on. Band-Aid has a picture of the belt. I think it does too. That's okay. Nelly Volk in my Air Force Ones. I have 3 units on Volk by decision plus 135. Volk has 1 finish in the last 6 wins. Yeah, it's a good one. Face paint. It's definitely not face paint. That's a Band-Aid. Stuck on Band-Aids and Band-Aids stuck on me. It means win by decision. If Volk looks clean after the fight, that one cut was not caused by Yair. Alexander already had that cut. Okay. Yair said he will target the cut. Good. Volk said that would be a big mistake because it will awaken the dragon. Is that true?
Leave that cut alone.
Is that true?
Better stay clear away from that.
I think we see Volk working TDs this fight. Takedowns. Yes. MPTV. Beast KO. Ever. Volk will start by damaging Yair's lead skinny leg and dismantle his movement in the first 2 rounds. Then in the third, he will take him down to the ground and pound TKO. Yair nowhere near Volk's level. I don't know. Josh Emmett, Brian Ortega, Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens.
Yair looks crazy good sometimes, like amazing.
He does. I just wish he didn't have the sunglasses on here. If he can't beat Holloway, there's no chance. Simple as that. Well, Holloway is probably most volume. He's got like the record of most hits against that Calvin Kattar. Was that Calvin Kattar, right? Mm-hmm. He broke like the record of significant strike record for any weight class. Just keep that in mind. And he's Hawaiian, so you can't knock the guy out. So it's tough to beat Max Holloway.
I didn't really get to see that fight. Did you see that fight, Yair and Holloway?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that fight.
What year was that? Let me see.
Wasn't it like within the past couple of years?
2021. It was 2021. The loss to Holloway.
I want to watch that.
I think I'll
watch that tonight.
I'd like to fight it. I'd like to watch that too.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. I mean, it's a little late to do research, but I'm gonna probably check that out.
It was a UFC fight night. I want to see. Maybe I did. Let me see who else was on that card. DeLima, Ben Rothwell, Felicia Spencer, Leah Letson, Chaos Williams, Miguel Baeza. Oh, I do remember this because I bet Carmel Thunder Miguel Baeza, and he got knocked out. Yeah, he had knocked Yadong Song, Smoke a Bong, Julio Arce. This was but I think I might have. It was late. It was one of the late cards, and I think I might have. To be honest, I think I might have fell asleep. Yeah, this was I definitely saw this. Dawoon Jung beat Kennedy and Nzechukwu. Yeah, I remember this one. So anyway, back to this. I can see a chance for Yair Rodriguez, but Volkanovski should win. I think it's gonna be by decision too. So
I'm glad this fight's happening. It needed to happen. But
I don't 100%. I think the line is ridiculous.
Alexander the Great all the way. I mean, you can't not pick him.
This money line, I've been waiting a month. Okay, I got prop parlays too. If Ortega
Honestly,
can't
if
sub Volk, do you think Yair can? Well, Ortega, oh man, another 5 seconds, I think he would. Volk's face was changing colors on that choke from Brian
dude,
Ortega.
his corner though, Volk's corner was giving him directions. They were saying like every little thing to do, like move your hips, swim, like telling him when to do it. It was crazy, and you could see him doing it, and he fucking got out of it.
Yeah,
Volk's amazing.
Blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna get choked out right here. Ortega's gonna be the new, and crazy. Tell me, Yair's going to sub Volk. Oh man, imagine. Tell me, he will snap his limbs, and Volk will keep trying to fight. I don't know if there will be a KO or a sub. Tell me,
dude. It's hard to like
tell
not
me.
tell.
Don't tell Don. Tell Mays.
Dude.
Yasmin's feet with the foot fetish. Okay, Islam subs the Bronx but can't sub Volk. How many times Volk been subbed? I don't know. Let's look at Volk.
Yeah, that's true too. He fucking subbed Charlie Olives like nothing.
He's got 2 losses as a pro. Let's see when and who and how. Well, Islam Akshev, that you can't. That's an upper weight class against the beast up 155. Before that, holy shit, you got to go back 2013. That doesn't even, who cares? And it wasn't a sub. It was head kick and punches round 3 to Corey Nelson, a 12-4. This is when Volk was 3-0 against a 12-4 guy in Australia. So and 2013, that was 10 years ago. A lot of these guys watching the show weren't even born yet, or they're born, but they're still, still in elementary school. Look at Chad Mendez, Jose Aldo, Max Holloway, Damage Darren Elkins, Jeremy. He's got so many good wins.
Jamie Malarkey.
I got it. I'm sticking with Volk, but man, I'd be pleasantly surprised because I'm not betting Volk. I can't, not at -3, whatever he is. But I'm staying away on a betting. But my Tapology, I want to win that again. So I'm picking Volk for that, but I'm not betting, and I would be pleasantly surprised if Yair wins.
Fuck. It's not the worst stylistic matchup for Yair, so I could see Jesus's perspective a little bit because Yair lost to Frankie Edgar, who's a wrestler, and Volk's not really a wrestler, so they're gonna get into some fucking, trading. So he has more of a chance than he would if he was fighting a superior wrestler. Yair does, but Volk's still the GOAT. He's the GOAT of that division, and he's making a run for Mount Rushmore if he finishes Yair.
Nick makes a good point because some people like the shorter guys with the no necks like Volk, they can slip out of the triangle choke.
That's funny, but I don't know if that's helps him or not. I've heard that.
It does. The triangle chokes work with the longer dudes. You know what I mean? And Volk's built like a wrestler. He's stocky, short. He's like 5'6" or something. He's short. I don't know what it is.
He's got brute strength
levels above Yair. Yeah, Ortega's best at jiu-jitsu and couldn't sub Volk. But man, he was close. Yair subbed Ortega. What? Did he? It was a said shoulder injury, round 1.
Oh, that was right. His soldier. You know what though? I think that had something to do in the fight because I think he had him in something.
Oh, really?
Whatever he did,
armbar or something.
It caused. Yeah, it wasn't like a freak accident, and that's what Brian Ortega was trying to act like it was, and Yair was being really like.
I remember that now. Yes, you're totally right. I remember that.
Yeah, and Yair was being really like
right.
respectful, acting
Ortega's
like it was a freak
BC
accident.
Dave's favorite fighter.
I'm sorry, BC Dave.
No, but I remember that now. I remember that.
Yeah, and I still think that was a solid win for Yair.
Yeah, disabled sub. Yair caused it. I get it. All about down to the great Volk. All you Yair betters. So the chat is actually split. It looks like there's more people going Yair than not. Who wins this placeholder for Nate the Train? Nate the Train. I'm sticking with Volkanovski. I just think he's pound for pound one of the, awesome, fantastic. Yair, I like Yair, but it's just let's look at his. I'm sorry. Let's look at his real quick. His tapology. I want to see. Aside from Max Holloway, who else has he lost to? He's got 3 of them. And when were they? Let's see. Yair lost to Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar. Frankie, but 2017, totally Frankie Edgar's
wrestler.
Yeah, I know. And then the other guy was a Mexican promoter. 2012. Holy shit, that's even. I think Yair's been a pro longer than Volkanovski, right? When did he start? Okay, Yair started 2011 as a pro. Volkanovski started as a. Volkanovski, I think, has amateur stuff too, doesn't he? No amateur. He started 2012, 1 year, 2012. But you know what? His Volkanovski played rugby or something. He's got rugby background before.
Yeah, he walked around like a 200+ pounds.
Yeah, he was definitely like a big rugby player, and he was good, I guess, too.
He's definitely stronger than Yair, that's for sure.
For sure, absolutely. Just look at their arms. Look at Yair's skinny ass arm against that beast tattoo. What's that?
Yair's got like a teenager's back, huh?
Huh?
Yair has the back of a teenager.
He does. All right.
Like
so
lifeguard.
So we're both on the Volk side, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Now we got to come up with a 3-leg parlay with good, decent odds that we're all in agreement to.
Nico Price.
A lot of these. There's not many we didn't agree upon, except for you picked Kemuela Kirk.
Yeah, I still feel interesting. I'm interested in seeing
that.
Fight.
Aside from that, we're So let's pick up. We're agreed on all these, even the plus money, even the underdogs like Alonzo Menifield. So let's make. You want to make a high pay one, or do you want to make a high confident one?
I say one minus 200 piece, and then 2 plus, or minus close. 180 or better. And I know there's hardly any of those.
Aguilar, I like that, minus 144. You like it? He's against Shannon Ross. Ugh. I don't like Shannon Ross for some reason. Something bugs me about him. So
he used to change tires. That guy. He has 4 kids too.
Does he? He used to change tires. How do you know?
I was watching one of his fights in a different promotion, and they did their own version of like, where did this guy come from type of piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a mechanic?
He's a mechanic. Yeah, he was under some. Yeah, I don't know if it's tires.
The guy brings you the dirty filters. Like, might as well change this thing too. Even though I hate those guys, man. I knew something I didn't like about him. Yeah, I got your tires, and you know what? I also opened up. Why'd you open the hood? There's no reason. You don't need to open the hood, change the tire. Well, I know it's your air filter's dirty. Look at this thing. And you pulled that off a wall. It's not even mine. So that don't even fit my car. Oh, it looks like you need a new air filter. Okay, Shannon Ross.
Your brake pads need changing. But
went from $300 to change 3 tires to now I'm at $600 because I got air filter and oil change. Yeah. And my flux capacitor was leaking.
I hate Shannon Ross.
I'm just kidding. Fuck Shannon Ross. Right. Fuck him. I hate him. Come on, Jesus. Jesus Aguilar. Yeah. Okay, so we got Jesus. Let's do the 200 one. How about?
Yeah, I think Nico Price. You have to. Right?
I was just looking at that. Nico Price is minus 239.
That's my biggest. I think most confident pick on the card.
Most confident on the card.
I think so.
Okay, and then
Volk, but that's not really as confident.
No, he's minus 3 something. Can't do it. I'd rather go with like Vitor Petrino's minus 250. Alonzo Menifield's plus money. But that's kind of Jimmy Crute. Yeah, I'm not confident. I want to
honestly
something that's going to cash.
He was in there. I wrote down one capper comparison parlay because I wanted to be prepared, and it was.
I already played the parlay from the. I already played this. I played Volk and Pantoja and Menafield already. I
do Pantoja, Ranch. Make it fat.
Plus 179. All right, you think you're confident with that?
I feel more confident than Menafield.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Me too. Okay, all right. Let's see what that pays out. And okay, let me cancel this stupid. What Yair Dricus Duplessis? Let me cancel that shit out right.
Yeah, Robert Whitaker going against Robert Whitaker and Volk.
It's money. And we said Nico Price minus 239, not horrible, parlayable. And
yeah,
what would Jesus Aguilar do? Minus 144. Awesome. So that all three-leg parlay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. That's plus 570. Nice.
That's good.
Plus 570.
I mean, that's solid. Once you get through, I say Aguilar, I'd start to feel confident with the closer it gets to the co-main event there. I think that's the only hurdle. That's how I look at when I have like a parlay going. I'm like, all right, where's the speed bump in
there's
my
a
mind?
predictor contest. $10,000 UFC 290 predictor contest. Enter. I'm going to do that after the show. But for right now, let me see. I got a lot of bets, a lot of pending wagers on here already.
Go Ranch. I'm gonna do like $5. I'm gonna do $100 worth of DraftKings pools. Hey, can I tell you that
you have, like dude, you said earlier, you got to put in some underdogs, otherwise, yeah. 3 times I've come close to getting the top prize. So the first time it was, I needed Chris Dawkins to beat Derek. What's his name? Who's that guy? Derek, big heavyweight. Bruns or Beast, the Black Beast. Yeah. Can't think of his last name. I had smoked too much. But anyways, he knocked out Chris Dawkins, and I lost the top one. That was going to pay me $3,000. It was only $3 parlay. And then I did I had Nasruddin Imanov to beat Strickland. Nasruddin needed to win, and I would have won 18 grand, the top prize for the DraftKings. And freaking Sean Strickland wins. I had the favorite every time. And then Peter Yan versus Merab Dashvili. I had Peter Yan, and I would have won 18 grand. And fucking Merab beat Peter Yan. I was like, motherfucker, dude. Three favorites. So we'll see how I do tomorrow. I got Pantoja. I got the underdog this time. So hopefully the underdog in the main event, if it comes down to it, wins. I want to be cheering for you. So if you got Pantoja, then we're on the same side. Let's see. What I say? Plus 500 and something. Plus 570. Plus 570. That's a strong parlay. You got Pantoja, you got Aguilar, and then Nico Price. And there it is. Post that on here. 3-leg parlay, plus 570. Pantoja, Nico Price, Jesus Aguilar at those prices. Comes to that. Let's see. I like that. Catch up with the. Oh man, I got so far back on these. Okay. Okay. Whoever wins placeholder for Nathan Train. Okay, here we go. Ortega was in cuck mode then. Ortez tripled his mind. Hey, you know what? He was. That's when he was hitting that. Who's the Tracy Mexican? Cortez? Yes. Hey, but you know what? He has the better career out of all three of those people. Out of Paulo Costa, I think Ortega's the more accomplished one. Out of the Tracy Perez's checklist of people she's been with. Hey, whatever. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, she's doing her thing. Whatever. She's all right. A hoe is more than garden tool. Okay. Yair Moreno turnaround for Mexican independence in September. Okay. Bet the mortgage on Volk. Nico Petrino and Seaman.
Yeah, Seaman's just a little too chalky.
Can we have a Ranch 6-leg parlay? Man, I haven't made it yet. I don't know. I got that one's. I take at least 5, 6 to make the Canadian, but what I do is on what is it? PointsBet. I got 5 books. PointsBet offers a combo parlay. It's called the Canadian, which they take 5. You take 5 or 6 fights. They mix it all different combinations to make 26 different bets. And that's where I won last week because I lost that Blagoy Ivanov and still won $660. But if he won, it would have broke 1,000, I think. Anyway, what's the 10 grand? It's on Bet Online. It just says let me back to home here and I'll tell you what.
They don't split that 10 grand between like a bunch of people?
I think no. I think I've done it before. I think they ask you like random like over under. They just ask you different questions. Let me see contest. Okay, $10,000 UFC predictor. Enter now. I'll do it while you guys are right here. Maybe you can help me pick it up.
Go for it.
Free contest, but what the catch is, you have to bet like I think $25 worth of UFC bets. It says free to enter, but you really at the end it'll say please enter $25 worth of bets on this event. So anyway, which main card fight will end the fastest? And they have all of them listed, all the main card fights. Volkanovski Rodriguez, Moreno Pantoja, Whitaker Duplessis, Turner Hooker. Oh, Bo Nickel. That's the one. Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
That's my pick here. Answer saved. Okay. Will Bo Nickel versus Val Wilburn end in the first round? Yes. I think yes. Right now, 50.85% are picking no. 42% are picking yes. I think it will end the first round. Val Woodburn, I don't know. Valentine, I don't know. Maybe
he hugs every guy like it's like he doesn't have. He's the perfect. But I know he's 7-0, and I know he's dangerous, but he can't help but get in the clinch. Right. And unless Bo Nickel wants to play with his food.
The next question says, "How will the Bo Nickel Val Woodburn fight winner be decided? Submission. Is it a submission, KO, decision, or draw? Submission. Who the hell's going to put draw? That's stupid. It's like how many significant strikes will be landed? This is a tough one. How many significant strikes landed in Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker fight? 0 to 45, 46 to 90, 91 to 150, or over 151? How many
total strikes?
Yeah, between the
both
two.
Of them?
Yeah. How many strikes landed in that fight? I would say about probably between I want to say 46 to 90 is I'm feeling.
What's above 46 to 90?
91 to 150 and then over 151.
I think it'll go. I think you're right there. I agree with you, Ranch.
Let me see if
because I feel like Jalen might have some control time and there won't be that many significant strikes to go to that 150.
Oh, they want to. I'm not going to put it on full screen because it shows my bank. I don't want to show my bankroll. Nickel inside 60 seconds.
Shit.
I got that too. I think nickel first round. I don't know about inside 6 seconds, but back to the contest. What do you think? I think 46 to 90 significant strikes. Me. Well, that's a jam. What do you think? MPTV, how many strikes? How many strikes? Significant strikes. Can you hear me? You got me on mute? Oh, you lost audio. Okay. Did you get it back? All right. Well, I'm putting 46 to 90. Who will win this fight? Jalen Turner will win. Okay, how many takedowns? Can you hear me yet? Can you hear me now? Oh, he's going to come back in. Next question. How many takedowns in Robert Whitaker versus Dricus du Plessis? It's 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 plus. Robert Whitaker, Dricus du Plessis takedowns. I think 2. I'm going to pick 2. 2 sounds about right. And can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. The last question was, how many takedowns in Robert Whitaker versus Dricus du Plessis fight? 1, 2, 3, or 4 plus? I think I put 2 as my answer.
That's safe. I'll go with that. Just because you know that they both have the ability to take each other down. So they might have the ability to keep each other up, but there's going to be some takedowns. So two seems right. It's not a 5-round fight. I think you're good there.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Who will win that fight? Robert Whitaker. That's who I'm thinking. Okay. How will Brandon Moreno versus Alexander Pantoja fight winner be decided? That's a good question. But I think it's going to go to decision because they're
for sure.
Both, Brandon Moreno's tough as nails. I don't think you're going to submit, or I don't know. That the chat was saying Pantoja by submission.
You know what? Is there a way to look up who the judges are before you place bets?
I hope it's not Chris Lee and Sal D'Amato.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because they'll rob the shit out of Pantoja. I can see them.
I know. I can totally see that too, just because of Moreno's beautiful white cheesy smile. But I'm still picking Pantoja, and I think by decision because the last fight they had, he dominated.
You said it was a 10-8 first round.
Yeah, 30-26 was the final. I mean, domination. So
he's a step ahead. He's a step ahead of the whole division. He'll put him on notice.
The next question is who will win this fight? We both said Pantoja. The crowd on here, 71% picking Brandon Moreno. But you know what? A lot of these guys are this free contest. They're casuals. They're just going with the favorite. You know what I mean? And he is the favorite. What round does Alexander Volkanovski and Yair Rodriguez fight end? That's a good question too. I think that's
a decision too.
I think goes the distance as well. That's my pick. Goes distance.
Volk's going to be smart. He's not going to go in there and try to finish Yair
he's got the Band-Aid on his face.
Yeah, he's got to protect himself.
Which fighter will have the most total strikes out of Volk and Yair?
That will be Volk for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think that he's got the volume. Like if you look at the stats, I would think he's got better volume.
He's going to freeze Yair, I think.
And who will win this main event? Volk.
Volk.
Okay, tiebreaker. How many total strikes landed in Volkanovski Rodriguez main event? Man, that's a good one. I'm going to just throw a number up there like 120. 100, I don't know.
No, because Volk will get 100 by himself.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, you're probably right. They're not gonna. It's not like they're gonna wrestle. They should, but all right. I'm gonna say 168.
That's a good
and
guess.
There you go. Enter. There it is. You're entered. Visit the sports book and bet $25 on UFC 290 to qualify for these prizes. See,
you'll get in there.
I've already done that. I got like I've already done. Hopefully it counts. I'll make another $25 worth of bets if I have to. Not hard. But so okay. So yeah, we're set. We did it. Here's the parlay again.
You got this right here. It's easy.
What's it?
Easy 500 money. Easy $500. Once you get over the hump of Jesus, what would Jesus do Aguilar? Once he can,
I'm not even worried about him. Out of those three, I think Pantoja is my most worried fight because Brandon Moreno, he could, he's good.
No,
and he's the favorite for a reason.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm not, but like you said, what happens if Sal D'Amato and Chris Lee are like, oh, look at that beautiful smile on that Mexican?
They've been shitty lately.
I hate Judge. I think they should come up with something different. At least fire those two.
I mean, they do it right in front of everybody's face. not giving a shit.
I know.
That's wild.
They should be investigated for some of these robberies. Like they should be looked into deep looking, because Sal D'Amato would be like, hey, my old roommate from college's cousin. I'm just saying, it's just some of these robberies are so ridiculous that it looks like they would have to, they're taking a payout or something. It's just, I don't, I hate to say it, but how can, like, Patty Pimblett, that Jared, remember that?
Yeah.
How did that? Or there was a defense over the last one. What was the last? There's 2 weeks ago. There was a robbery, and I was like, "Are you?" And it was Chris Lee and Sal D'Amato on that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know. Like they did it the next week to be like, "Fuck you guys,"
and it was
as a
Jamal
team.
Emmers. Jamal Emmers was
a
minus. He was like minus 1,200 favorite live betting.
The live bets, yes.
And then he loses.
Yeah. You know what's his name was John Anik said that he's all, by the way, such and such was a plus 7,000 at the very end. Or Jamal Emmers was it was a minus 2,100 or 21,000. I remember that. Yep, Chris Lee. Yeah. They no shame.
They should give poor judging for suspensions. I totally agree. They should, or they should do it like a panel of judges or something. They should do something. They got to fix
open
it.
Scoring was the best idea I've heard. Like out of all this debating, is open scoring, so the fighters know where they're at. Because you do it in every other sport. Basketball, they know when they're down by 10. Baseball, they know when they're down by 1. Football, the score.
Bellator do that.
PFL, I think, has the smart cage.
Or somebody. There's one of those that show like.
Well, now they're the same company.
Are they?
Yeah. PFL bought Bellator.
Wow, I thought it would have been maybe the other way around.
Yeah, they merged, and I think you're going to see the PFL. Whoever's the head of that one is going to be the face of the company. And
wow.
I know Dana was talking all kinds of trash because he's probably, that's what he does. He has to shit on the little guy.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's a good thing, I think. PFL does the $1 million tournament, but Bellator has UFC caliber fighters on their roster for sure. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's interesting. Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you for that info.
Oh yeah. No problem there. That's going to be interesting to see where it goes. It's a stain with that whole incident that happened where they had like fights happen and the lines still went up, and then they came out later that people were being investigated. I'm just like, damn, it reminds me of Elite XC. Remember that promotion, Elite XC, and whatchamacallit was supposed to fight Kimbo Slice was supposed to fight somebody reputable, and then they brought out some kind of a last-minute replacement for that guy, and he beat Kimbo Slice, and then after that, they got investigated, and they went away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was the only thing I think, but I think they're past that now. They got like all kinds of they got Nanganu, they got Jake Paul, they got Dan Hardy commenting. So they got some pretty big names over there.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to tell you my Nick Alexander wants my sixth leg. I'm going to just tell you real quick.
Let me hear this, Ranch.
All right. The 3 that we picked, Pantoja, Price, and Jesus Aguilar, and the other 3 that I'm adding for this 6-leg parlay that I'm going to make the combos with.
Right.
Jalen Turner, Vitor Petrino, and plus money, Alonzo Menifield. That's the risky one.
It's pretty solid.
But I am pretty confident with Vitor Petrino beating Marcin Prachnio, and I do believe that Jalen Turner should handle the Aussie Dan Hooker, because Jalen Turner is good against Aussies, and Dan Hooker's not that. He's fell off.
That was a good stat, Ranch.
So, I don't put women in there for the most part. I did last week though. I had Lipsky.
Dang, you know what? We should have went with Luana Carolina. We were talking about that last week.
I did bet her. Last week I didn't get a perfect card, but I have it right here. Last week I lost Oh, Elvis Brenner, he shocked the world. I lost that. Guram Kutuladzé lost to Elvis Brenner, right?
Yeah, he wore down Guram. That he was kind of losing the fight, but third down he wore him down and he got him.
That was a loss. Then, as you know, the Blagoy Ivanov, I picked him. Romanov beat him by decision. That was a horrible fight. And I picked Bruno Ferreira. He got beat by this newcomer, Nursultan Rozaboyev, that guy. So those are my 3 losses. I won every other thing. I went
Bruno Ferreira got starched.
I went 9-3. 9-3, pretty good. The underdog picks I did have was Lipsky, Luana Carolina. Oh, Saint Denis, Benoit Saint Denis. He was my when he won. I almost did a backflip. I can't even. I'm too fat to do that, but I was gonna attempt it.
There's still time, Ranch. Did you? How did you feel about Gatto and Lipsky? Were you sweating that?
Oh, the split decision. Of course it was. It's a female fight. But going into it, I was more confident than during the actual fight. Because I don't know. I think Ariane Lipsky's better than her record shows. I think she was a killer in KSW over in Poland. She was a killer. She was like looked like the Polish version of Amanda Nunes over there. And she come over here and she had some lackluster, shitty fights, but I think I was pretty confident with her beating Gatto.
She kind of exploded.
I did sweat it.
I thought Gatto was going to get her, but
yeah,
she was a favorite too.
She was the favorite.
Good. Like you say, good on you. Good on you, Ranch, for picking a sketchy little dog.
Oh, Grant Dawson. There was another underdog that I picked. Grant Dawson, and all the rest were favorites. They should have won.
I thought you were off that week too. I was like judging you, and here you win the whole damn Tapology. You beat all the experts.
Yeah, even in MMA holes, which has you know how Tapology has overall everybody that I got 12th out of the whole shit. The whole everybody.
The whole country or the entire
the whole Tapology board. Everybody that puts their bets.
I never look at that. That's cool.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for filling in for Dave. You're welcome to come back. Even when Dave's back here, we always like a third person.
I appreciate it. It was an honor. It was an honor.
You did your research. You were ready. You had all the info coming up, and we're at the 3 minutes. We'll be at the 3 hour mark.
Damn, I was sweating. I was telling my fiance, I was like, dude, I can't talk for 2 hours. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You'll be fine. Carolina and Lipsky were easy money. You know what? They were, because that Carolina too. She was. How are you gonna go against a debutante that's favored? That's why I was like, I'm taking Dread, Luana Carolina. I've never took her before, but against this debutante, what was her name? I just put that away.
I don't know. I remember she was like a heavy grappler.
Ivana Petrovich, 6-0, -220 she was. I'm like, what?
And I did tape study on her too, and I watched her fight, and she wasn't like overly impressive or anything. So I would just like, it's funny how these narratives get are passed along.
Just on Tapology, look at it. It says Luana Carolina was number 34 worldwide. Ivana Petrovich, number 4 in Western Europe. Yeah, that's not even all of Europe. That's just the Western countries. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
And the one I had like wins against Lupita Godinez, which is like, good.
Yeah.
You know,
Elvis Brenner, he was losing right up until that 3rd round TKO. I was like, oh, that was whatever. The Parlay Prince, thank you. I like that. Some Euro trash grappler. That's right. That's who that Ivana Petrovich was. Some Euro trash grappler. Awesome.
I just want to say thanks again, though, Ranj. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity.
No, absolutely. And I even stayed sober today for you, so I wasn't a sloppy.
I thought about that, and I thought that's why I had a beet juice just in case I had to carry the show.
Thankfully, it was my wife's birthday. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be in this state. I had to take her out to dinner. Otherwise, I would had
Well, look, next week I'm going on vacation. I'm out of town. I appreciate
Where are you going? Where's your vacation?
I'm gonna tell you, it's It's at Watsonville. There's a resort, and
Was
it's
that
next to
in
Santa
California?
Cruz. You know Santa Cruz? Heard of Santa Cruz, California?
I've been there once, but I'm
You been to
East
Santa
Coast.
Cruz?
I've been I was there for my I used to be a drug research coordinator, and I went there for Novartis paid for me to go there for.
Yeah, it's right there. It's the neighboring town, and we have a beach house. We have a timeshare, so I'm gonna be on the
Look
beach
at you. The
for like
realty
5
business
days.
is good over there, huh?
Oh no, the
You're
reason
like
I got
the Ally Quinta of California.
no, we're progressive around here. My fiance makes the big bucks. She's a traveling orthodontic. She puts braces on people.
You got nice teeth then. Nice
Oh well,
teeth.
she's keeping me together. I got.
Oh yeah.
But I appreciate you, Ranch. Thank you so much.
Yeah, like I said, you're always welcome. Enjoy your vacation, and see you when you get back. Then,
yeah, I'll be in the
Are
chat.
you going to tune in during your vacation?
Yeah, I'll be in the
Awesome.
chat. I'll just be hanging out with my family and
drug
kind of
dealer
let my little girl run wild.
No, they're pharmaceuticals, not drug dealer drugs. Anyway, okay, all right. Good night, guys. Good luck on your bets tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Yeah. All right.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Take care. Good night.
Later.